Say, Danette, did you ever have the feeling that somebody might be watching you the whole time while you're in your house?
No,
You
I
know?
haven't. What are you
No,
talking
you know
about?
that like there's eyes looking at you. You can't tell where the eyes are coming from. Maybe there's somebody in the window or somebody under the bed or like they're hiding behind a coat rack or something.
No. What are you
Are
talking
you
about?
sure? Not even people in the audience say? Never? Ever? Hello there, folks. How you doing? And welcome to an Easter egg extravaganza. You might notice shortly
Who are you talking to?
these people that just joined us here in the living room.
Happy Easter, everyone!
Happy Easter. Happy early Easter. As you can see, we have many actual like favors, like the one-eared bunny house,
There's a story for everything.
the Easter sugar house.
We have
Bunny.
our little
He lost
church.
an ear.
That's
That's
lit.
the church. That's the church we worship at.
It's lit, but you can't see it. It's kind of bright in here right now. It has the little light, the light in the top.
If you say so, class. Classy says, and here they are, the stars of the show. Cheers and applause. Happy Easter, Dolores.
Hi,
happy
everyone.
Easter, Randy. Happy early Easter, Randy. Happy chili Easter as well.
Oh, I wish I had a bowl of chili.
Wish we had a bowl of chili.
I wish that you could
Yes.
see this right now, but here are...
We've got George Lopez in the house.
We got,
Wonderful.
hi, George. Hi, Classy.
And Robert
Hi, Randy.
Kaczynski.
Hi,
Hey,
Robert.
Rob.
We're going to be coloring eggs.
We're going to be coloring eggs. Actually, 2 adults coloring eggs.
Because why not?
Because why not? What do you think of Danette's Easter bonnet?
What do you think of this?
What do you think of that?
My Easter bonnet. I'm
Danette
already
has
telling you
the
I'm
Easter
probably going to have to
bonnet
take
going.
it off because it's annoying me.
Ernestine, how you doing?
My Easter bonnet. Ernestine! Yay! Let me see. Can I see who's
You
here?
can see that has her glasses.
Thank you all
on.
for coming. Thank you for being here and celebrating with us a little early. And I can't wait to taste my Pzza Rustica.
Yes, the Pzza Rustica is an amazing extra special thing that we have here.
Hi, Katie.
Katie,
Hi.
how you doing?
Yes, Palm Sunday
Do you
tomorrow.
like our-
That's right.
Do you like our
Do you have a story to tell
nut
about
gingerbread house that has an ear? Basically, when they tell you how to put these cookie houses together, they always tell you it's very easy, and we all know the story. They say it's so simple that like a 6-year-old could do it.
Yeah.
But you know what the saying is, gee, I wish I had a 6-year-old here right now. I think it's their tiny hands, their complete enthusiasm for cookies that makes it easy for them to put these things together. You see Danette
The
showing
incredible
off eggs?
edible egg.
We used to work in supermarkets with eggs.
All right, so here we go.
Who we got now?
So I made the hard-boiled
No.
eggs, and now I'm coloring them. So easy.
Does anybody out
Just a
there?
little effort.
Does anybody out there still color eggs?
Yes, tell me if you still color
Even in
eggs.
if there's one person that
Do you
still
remember
colors
this?
eggs
Do you ever colored
as a
eggs?
grown up.
Do you remember this little thing
The
that
tool.
comes? The tool.
Yeah.
Show the tool, Anthony.
Let me show the tool. Remember this? This egg coloring tool? This is like the only time in your life you ever use this thing
Right,
for.
but no, you have to know how to bend it. If you don't
You
bend
could
it,
make
the egg will go
octagon
flying.
shaped
And
bubbles.
now, like, you do like that. I'm already screwing up. All right, and then it does like that.
Scoop 2.
All right. So,
All pretty colors, Classy says.
so I really wish that this was like an interaction where you guys could like literally.
That's right,
talk to
Randy.
us.
This is that I do have a nice Easter bonnet. My own hair.
Look at what's going on over here, guys. Look at this. This is a creepy program, but funny.
You know, eggs have their own life as well. And you have many kinds of eggs.
So-
George Lopez says he used to do the coloring when he was in grade school. The question is, Have you done it as a grown-up?
Have you done it as a grown-up?
Danette has.
I don't know. I'm not sure that I am a grown-up. That's the problem.
Now, when I'm...
And I say all of this is due to my mother, because my mother was a kid at heart, and she would do it no matter what circumstance, no matter who was sick, herself being sick, no matter what was going on. My mother made everything wonderful, and so did my father. Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
Dolores says, me too. Talking with you two would be more fun.
Yeah, wouldn't it? I would just like to have you talking back and forth.
That's right.
That would be the best.
Dolores,
especially since I can't see that
George
well.
thinks Dolores is picking eggs even as we speak. That's a good idea, Dolores. Go out, get yourself some eggs. Now here's something.
Don't you love that? That's cute. Sorry.
That's our church for anybody just arriving. That's the church we worship at. It's tiny but very holy.
And it's pretty.
These colors here. Now let me keep in mind that Danette searched far and wide because she'll only use Pzza, P-A-A-S brand egg coloring kits.
You got that right.
She believes all the other ones are bootleg.
They're inferior, is the word.
Now Katie says no. Her kids are big. Yes, I remember all that Easter stuff, egg hunting in Central Park.
Oh, really?
Classy says yes. Paz is the
right,
good one.
Classy.
Danette
You
says
know.
that's the good one. You can't
That's the
use
good
any
one.
other one.
Like Hellman's mayonnaise. I know there's another name for it in a different.
It
part
depends
of
on where you
the
go.
state.
Hellman's mayonnaise
But
also
Hellmann's.
becomes
You can't use Kraft.
becomes best, I believe, depending on where you live.
Okay, so then don't you just love the pastel? See, I
Danette
love
loves pastel colors.
color everything. I am so weird.
George, now that George is old, he enjoys fried eggs rather than coloring them. George, I'm kind of with you there.
Well, we'll get to that in a minute
If you
because I
notice,
like eggs anyway.
she's taking care of all the color-related
look how
situations.
pretty that looks. All right, this one didn't come out too great, but sometimes I like to leave it in less time when it's really look at that. Look how easy that was. You guys could do that. Look at that. You just throw it in. 2 seconds, I just put it in when we started.
When I met Danette and she told me that she colors eggs, even when we were in our 20s. Well, Danette was a teenager still when I met her, so I thought, but even then, when we were that young,
were you drinking before this started?
You know, I still color eggs. I was like, you color eggs? You mean your mother lets you color eggs?
Lets me.
Because in my house, back in the days when my mother would color eggs, and I was way young when she was still doing that.
You didn't do it as a teenager?
Not as a teenager. My mother disregarded. My mother went away from the coloring of the eggs entirely. But she would never allow me to handle something as delicate as egg coloring. You know, food coloring. It's so complex.
Anybody could do this. Little kids do this.
Randy says he drank all the coloring before we could dye our eggs.
No. Oh my God.
What does Classy say over here? Classy says,
look at this.
We had egg salad for 2 weeks after Easter. That sounds about right. I remember Danette. I never worried about that before we were married. But after marriage, that I asked Danette.
Look how pretty and pastel that is.
What do we do with all these eggs? What's going on with the eggs?
I don't care if you don't even eat them. The eggs? I really don't care. I just gotta do it. It's so pretty.
That's right. Munchkin can do it. I would say,
I wish
what are we going to do with all the eggs? And Classy, Danette would say,
dry.
well, you can make egg salad. Come on, you can make egg salad. And I'm like, how much egg salad can I eat? What am I going to do with all of these eggs? There's so many of them.
1 dozen. And usually I don't really make
a lot of yolks. Dolores says, does anyone ever eat them? I don't know.
Yeah, I do.
Classy said she ate a lot of egg salad.
Funny you should say that, Dolores. Because right now, I have some eggs that I wanted to share with you that we can eat at this moment. Deviled eggs.
Deviled eggs.
And that is why
How do you feel about the deviled eggs?
So I could show you. Okay, here, look.
How does everybody feel about the deviled egg?
Hold on, can we just back up a little?
I think they're slightly suspect.
I think we're going a little too fast because I have to tell something. The pastel colors is the prettiest colors to me and the brightest, right? That tell them about our Well, there's white. They saw last night the white yesterday on when we did the Pizza Rustica, but like low budget production.
It's a low budget production.
Anyway, the pastels is how I like everything. Like when you go into the store and you buy bedding, I hate the adult bedding. I hate dark brown.
Yes,
black,
tell us about it.
Ugly, putrid colors. I need to have bright pastel colors, pretty colors. I need colors that make me smile and happy. It just makes me feel better. Anyway, okay, so that's that. You could talk about that later. So what were you saying?
As you can see, I had to get rid of that car commercial.
Now, what is this
I don't want to
called?
sell anything.
Tell them what
This is a
called.
cartoon called The First.
I think they were on
The
psychedelics
First
when
Easter
they made
Bunny.
it.
Rank it. Does anyone remember? Let's see. Oh, look who's in town. Treaton.
Who's that?
Hey,
Treaton,
Treaton.
hi.
How you doing, Treat 62?
Welcome.
Danette, your hat is everything.
Thank
Treaton
you.
says.
It has
Thank
a little
you very
bow
much.
in the back. Look at that. All right,
Did
so
I
now
hear Pizza Rustica mentioned? Yes, it
I
is true,
put
Dolores. It is coming.
the eggs
It
in the
is
bowl.
in the neighborhood.
It's getting a little more room temperature because it's ice cold.
Let's
in
watch the ball
refrigerator.
game instead, George Lopez said.
What do you mean?
If
Look how pretty that is. And now I'm going to make the second set. All right, so what were you saying about the eggs? These.
The eggs.
All right, we're going to try them. Come on.
We got to do is, like, I
Look
got
at
to
that.
eat something.
Look at that.
I'm having some difficulty
Okay, ready?
here.
Cheers. Bing.
Bless you.
All right. Let's see how this tastes.
Let's see how
All
I
it is mayo, Hellman's.
put on Bugs Bunny cartoons for classy, Randy says.
Hellman's mayonnaise, paprika, and that's it. You just squash down the egg yolk, mix it. You can put salt and pepper. Yummy, yummy, yummy. And that's what you do with the eggs.
Will you be participating in the parade? Classy wants to know.
I guess I could. When's that? On
You
Easter?
could. On Easter.
We have no plans for Easter.
I have no plans for Easter. That's why we did early Easter.
That makes no sense, Anthony. We did early Easter because, well, look, the truth of the matter is I wanted to show everybody how to make the Pizza Rustica, but it takes a few hours, and I can't. You have to wait for it to cool. You have to wait for it to get cold. You can't do that. So
Definitely.
we decided to do it in 2 days. Now, you want a drink?
Oh, yes.
Let's wash that down with some delicious Manhattan Special.
We have a tasty beverage here.
Ooh, I've heard of people putting mustard in it, but
Mustard sounds
I really
good.
like paprika. So
Delicious
as you guys
Manhattan
know
Special,
how
as
much
you know.
I love
Danette
Manhattan
loves
Special.
the Manhattan Special.
Now we have the small
a
bottles.
Brooklyn treat.
The small bottles because I could not find the big bottles. Cheers.
Cheers.
So we're gonna take a little sip.
And cheers to all of you fellas and ladies.
And this is decaffeinated diet. And it's delicious. You know how much I love this.
You know there's still some caffeine in there somewhere, I'm sure.
Yes. I'm going to have one more. You're going to have the other one?
I'll have the other one.
Cheers.
By the way,
Bing.
I'm at an eating disadvantage right now.
We haven't eaten all day. We're starving.
I haven't eaten all day. I'm also at an eating disadvantage
What do you
because my dental mishap.
Oh, yeah.
I have a temporary crown put in like day before yesterday. And that fell out today.
Because why not? All right. So, and by the way, Manhattan Special has been around since
Treaton uses a pinch of
1895. What happened?
Treaton uses a pinch of Lowry's.
Flowers in the eggs? Ooh, that sounds interesting. Hi, Sonia. Happy Easter, Sonia.
Sonia, happy early Easter.
All right, so
What are you saying?
look at the yellow.
These pretty colors.
I just put them in the bowl. I hope everybody's
Then it's
having a
just
nice day.
loading up the bowl. Is
Loading
everybody
up the
having a
bowl.
fun?
Look how easy it took me. Do you see how fast that was?
Yeah, that's right, Dolores. Right before the Pzza Rustica dentist.
Exactly.
I have a distinct lack of tooth in the back of my mouth right now.
It's not that bad because it's just.
Yeah, it could be worse.
It's just a half a tooth. It's not the whole tooth. All right. Anyway, so what I like about coloring eggs. Me off. Yeah, I know. Maybe we should get some. All right. So what I like about the coloring of the eggs is, look, you can control how long you want to keep it in there. So see, this is like a little bit lighter than that one, so you can kind of like play around. And anybody out there that has any kiddos, come on, you got.
Anybody have any children or any children who have children?
How long have we been live? What time is it? What time is it?
Randy says his proctologist put a temporary crown on my wrong tooth. That sounds very, very detrimental to your health, Randy. I'm going to go get rid of this before I drop it because, yes, I also spilled a glass of water over here before, all over the floor. Then you hear Danette fall and spill dye all over the place. Don't forget to click the like button. Thank you very much, George. Always remember, we hope you guys let at least someone enjoy. Look at the colorfulness.
All right, what time is it? It is 4:13, and I believe I started at 4:02. So that took me no time at all. Take a look.
It'll only
guys,
take
look at
another
that.
half hour to make that all into egg salad.
No, I'm not gonna make it all into egg salad. Hi, Munchkins.
I think Danette started to tell you about the Manhattan Special Company. She has this like a slight obsession with the Manhattan Special Company.
Hi, Munchie. Munchkin's
was founded
looking at
in
me with the hat on. She's like,
Munchkin.
Who are you?
Munchkin doesn't like. Munchkin thinks that hat is suspect. When we found out, Manhattan Special Company was founded in 1895 by a couple of Italian guys who moved to Brooklyn on Manhattan Avenue in Brooklyn. They opened up a soda company. They make this soda and they make a bunch of other flavors, but mostly they're famous for this coffee soda. Now, Danette is determined someday in the future to get us into that plant that makes the stuff.
I just want to talk to them.
She wants to at least talk to them. But
Happy
they don't
Easter,
answer.
Everyone, says Munchkin.
They don't answer the phone.
Hi, Munchie. Say hello.
There she is. Yes, yellow nail polish for her. You like the whole
Munchkin.
Easter vibe going on?
Look at Munchkin. She's like, what's going
Sonia?
on?
Look, and we have good vibes, too. You like our LED sign up there?
Munchie, what's going on? What's going on over here, huh? You want an egg?
Let's turn those eggs into salad for sandwiches.
Hold on.
Should come on over, George.
What's that? What's that smell? Isn't she cute? Oh, look at her.
Nice to get a visit from Munchkin.
All right. Goodbye, Munchie. All right.
Let me go.
All right. So we have the eggs. Let's put that over.
What's going on over here? First of all, why is this Easter cartoon have so much Santa Claus in it? See, treat and recognize the you guys. Oh, thanks, Joan. Joan Fitz says the beautiful colors of the eggs. Wait, Danette's bringing something.
Thank you, Joan. Welcome. Ah, look at that.
Look at this friend of the family.
Only you guys could smell it. Oh my God. Only if you can smell it.
Smell-o-vision replaces television.
You don't understand. I have not made this in a few years. Like maybe more than a few. What do you think?
I think it's longer. Is everyone celebrating the appearance? Hello, gorgeous, Classy says. Yes, the drum roll came out.
All right, we're not going to eat it yet though, because it's still a little too cold.
We want to get it a little bit closer.
Why don't you tell them about the ear?
The ear.
Oh, you like my yellow? Thank you.
Yes,
it
likes the yellow.
This. I can't believe I made these in only 12 minutes.
This was a situation where we decided to.
Doesn't that look pretty with the colors? Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, some of you may remember. Some of you may remember the gingerbread house construction fiasco. which that house was not up to code. So we decided to go with something that appeared to be much smaller and much easier. The instructions are slightly misleading, where you have to like stick these ears onto here on a slanted roof. And and it has this little thing over there that's supposed to be the brace. So this ear started like flopping off like almost immediately. It started breaking off. One day it fell off in the middle of the night. Danette got out of bed, went in the kitchen, and stuck it back on the house. And it stayed. It stayed for the longest time. And then all of a sudden, it just came right off again. Danette tried many things to try to regraft the ear back on. She tried, I suggested peanut butter. We tried sticking it on with peanut butter.
Welcome, Joe. I'm sorry if I missed anyone. Go ahead, keep talking.
It just didn't work. The sticking it on with peanut butter probably wasn't the best
Randy,
idea.
Sonia, Classy, Trenton, Dolores, Katie.
What's going on?
I know that Ernestine was here, but you didn't have to stop talking.
Anyway, the ear flopped off, and finally we had to simply just leave the ear. So our bunny house remains earless, or like only one-eared. These cookies, these things taste good.
This, by the way, is also, the smell. It's like pure sugar.
It smells like sugar. It smells like
happy sugar.
It smells like sugar. What do you want me to tell you? It smells like sugar.
Then he told me put peanut butter on it.
We tried the peanut butter.
It melts. Peanut butter, Okay, can we try some other things before we're waiting? Okay, let's try that.
Oh, wait. This?
Yeah. Keep talking. It's okay.
Oh, in honor of...
Yeah, you want a scissor?
Oh, yeah.
Well, turn it around and show
You have popcorn. Did you anyone ever see this? Look at this. It's everything bagel popcorn.
I didn't. I didn't eat the ear. I threw it away. I didn't eat it.
Everything bagel popcorn.
Popcorn.
And this is in honor of, Peanuts Easter. Because, like popcorn, it's what you eat for, like, what is that? Is that Thanksgiving?
Oh, do you smell that? Good.
In honor of Peanuts Thanksgiving, we're having popcorn for Easter. And we didn't have any, unfortunately, we had no toast or jelly beans.
Munchkin, what are you doing?
Look at that. Look at that perfectly symmetrical popcorn.
Let me put some in here. Oh, wait. They're very round.
These must be the
circle. What are they trying to be? Are they trying to be bagels? I don't get it.
These are the most perfectly symmetrical popcorn I've ever seen. I don't think I've ever seen popcorn this.
Is it going all over the place?
It's going all over the place, Danette. Let's not drop popcorn on this.
All right.
I don't know if that works. I see YouTubers do that. Look at that. I don't know. This is the most perfectly round popcorn I've ever seen. Let's see. I gotta tell you, I'm not getting a bagel vibe. You keep sniffing your screen. Randy keeps sniffing his screen, but he can't quite smell it.
All right, so how does it taste? How does it taste?
It doesn't taste like an everything bagel. It tastes like popcorn. It's false advertising. It tastes like popcorn with a sprinkling of like, I don't know what, sesame seeds on it?
I don't taste any salt.
I don't taste any salt.
I wouldn't buy it again.
Don't buy it.
But I would certainly make eggs again.
This girl really likes eggs.
I haven't done this in a year, so I'm so happy. All right, now, I wanted to show this to you. While we wait for this to get a little bit warmer, because it's still cold from the refrigerator.
Dolores said that Danette put the decorations on the Pzza Rustica. She did not
put
any decorations. Oh. Katie says shake the bag. Maybe shake the bag. Because maybe the taste settled to the bottom. That's true.
Okay, what did you say before that?
Can we take that away?
Yeah, you could leave it. I just wanted to put this on top. What did you say? What was that before? Okay, let me put it up there so you guys can
Dolores
see it.
asked if you put decorations on the Pzza Rustica. No, we're not gonna color it.
Oh.
She likes to decorate everything. You see these cartoons? Do you remember anybody old enough to? You were all old enough to remember the age when Rankin and Bass ruled the earth. They strode across. There was like dinosaurs ruled the earth. Rankin and Bass ruled the earth. Every holiday they had a cartoon for every holiday, and multiples.
Yeah,
And they just like they the thing about Easter holidays is you could see they kind of played their hand by the fact that they continuously like had to throw Santa Claus into their Easter cartoons. You know, it's just like, Santa Claus, how are we gonna fit Rudolph into it? Something like, and we had to just keep stuff. Could Rudolph be part of
Do you like my
Easter?
huge peep?
Anne says her favorite bagel is sesame with scallion cream cheese and bacon and tomato. Mind blown.
Who?
Anne said her favorite bagel is sesame. I guess your Ange. It's sesame with a scallion cream cheese and bacon and tomato. No, I never had that. I never thought of that combination. It looks like something What, Dolores? What looks like something purple?
Okay, there we go. Now you can see the colorful eggs.
Randy says dip the popcorn in the egg coloring.
I already threw the egg coloring out. Let me put it here so
Do you like the giant peep? Sonia likes the giant peep.
Thank you, Sonia. I like it too.
That was a present. I got that for Danette one year.
I shouldn't be eating this, but.
These bunnies are having.
This I got for my birthday. No, Valentine's Day. It's 2 weeks before it.
I wanted to get Danette flowers, so I got her a flower pot that she could hug.
I have it on my desk when I work.
Where she works, so there's something for her to see. This is just too good.
I know, it's staring at me in the face.
The Pzza Rustica.
Something is reflecting on the pizza. Oh, right here? Is it bothering you? Is it because I'll put it back down?
Too much reflectability?
It looks like a decoration. I'll move it again. Anyway. It's funny you should say that, Sonia. What?
Oh, you want what? What did Sonia say?
Sonia says that Anthony gives the best gifts. Okay.
Danette's going to show you an old Anthony gift.
This hat is really cute, but I'm so hot. Here, you try it.
And my Easter bunny. Now I look like the snowman.
You do. It also flattened my hair, of course. Oh my gosh.
I think I look very smart. Do I look smart and perfectly on top?
Anyway.
On top from the neon, it looks fine. It's pretty.
I'm going to let's talk about what I mentioned.
I thought so too, Treaton. I think this is my look. I think this is going to be my go-to hat this summertime. Normally I wear a hat. Larry the Cable Guy in drag, yes. I got the flannel and the hat.
Okay, so anyway, Anthony and I, when we were first dating, Anthony and I walked down. We went to Manhattan on a date. All right, you can take that off. That's ridiculous.
She's spoiling my look, Treaton. Talk to her.
We'll just put it there. Yeah, the peep can wear it. All right. Anyway.
She's spoiling my look, Treaton.
So we were walking down 2nd Avenue. He's orange. Is this glare bothering anyone? Just let me know, and I'll move this. He dares you to go to the corner wearing the hat. He would do it. He would do it.
Who dares me? Who dares me?
George.
George?
I'll take a picture. I have the
fan you have no idea. I live
Don't
for things like that.
Why? Just to see what people will say?
I'll go to the corner wearing the hat. It's like
have
my
to show
old
you guys
boss
this.
wearing his lady pants.
Yeah, that's true.
Sometimes
Okay, thank
you just
you
want
guys.
pedal pushers.
All right, I'm hot, so I have the fan on. All right.
We
So
actually
we
have
went
a
on
fan
a date,
going. That's right.
And can't get it any lower. Maybe if I put it on the floor. Anyway, so we went on a date in 1987, and I remembered that because it's on here as well. And we were walking down 2nd Avenue by 2nd Avenue Deli. That's how I know where it was. That's the only way I know. And there was a little store. We probably
stopped for soup, although I don't remember.
No, we didn't do that.
We didn't do that in those days. In those days, we just walked around.
So anyway, we stopped at a store, and they had these in the window. And we went inside, and I love them. It's a little miniature refrigerator. And I had to pick between blue, green, or pink. And I picked pink because it really looked like the refrigerator color. So I just wanted to share this with you. I'm going to come a little closer. You could talk to them.
Watch out for the soda.
Yes, that's right.
Don't knock that down.
All right. So let me show you. It's a little refrigerator. Go ahead, talk, Aunt.
It's a little
refrigerator. It's a magnet opening. Look how adorable this is. You have to see this, all right? I cherish this since we've been going out that long. Okay, so here's 2 eggs. These are erasers. So imagine this as being like something you would give a secretary, I would say. That's erasers. This pulls out, and in this little baking soda is paper clips. So it's like something you would have on your desk. Okay, then you pull this out, and look what, okay, I'm going to show you what this is. This is the groceries that are inside the refrigerator. So we have 2 little pens that look like celery sticks. We've got a pineapple that's
it's a staple gun.
A staple gun. Oh my God, I love it. This is a butter. Look at this. Butter, which is a pencil sharpener. We've got this that holds, let me put it down. This here holds glue, which is a little tiny ketchup.
The ketchup is a glue bottle.
That's the ketchup glue bottle. And then right over here, let me dump it out. These are all pin pushers. So we've got an egg.
Push pins.
Push pins. Eggplant, an onion. What are they saying? I don't know what that is. Squash.
Classy says that's incredible.
Look at this. It's a carrot.
You're letting the hot air inside.
Wait, I'm almost done. George. I got to show you the rest.
That's right, George. If my mother was here, she'd say, "No, don't leave that open.
Oh my God,
the cold is coming out."
All right, so.
Ma, it's not a real refrigerator.
But do it anyway. All right, so look at that. Isn't that cute? It has like a little... All right, so that goes in here.
Sanders, pay attention to treating.
Okay, so that goes in here.
That for our anniversary.
That goes in here. But look at this. Look at this. In the top part of the refrigerator is a strawberry shortcake. Isn't that adorable?
And the strawberry shortcake.
But wait, it's a shelf, right? So you take it off, and what is it? It is a...
tape measure.
Tape measure. And you put that back on the shelf, and you put that back inside the refrigerator. Hold on, there's more.
All this stuff in his big fridge.
Hold on. What, the miniature size?
Yes.
Hold on. So then...
But wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more. All right, so here's the freezer. In the freezer...
I forgot about the freezer.
You turn it around, and it is tape.
Scotch tape
I
in the
kept
freezer.
it for so many years not using it that you could still see the red that I never used it. I refuse to use it because I want to keep it forever. And then here on this side is a little drawer, and that one...
What's in that one, babe?
These are,
has more
these are those
plastic clips
for papers.
To put tabs on top of your papers.
And then, I know I'm doing this crazy wrong, but...
No, it's all right.
Then on this side... is a steak, and that is a magnet. So it's a little steak.
The steak is the magnet.
All right, we're almost done. There's one more thing. One more thing I'll show you. Hold on.
Oh, you're not, George. Always keep your glue nice and cold.
So that's the inside. But don't you love how this just comes out like that so you can get your stuff? And then it has that little magnet, and it closes. And then on this side, you put your pens and pencils, and there's a little...
pair of scissors.
So isn't that adorable?
Everybody loves the fridge. And by the way, and Danette, I told
Isn't
Danette
that
she could bring it to the
adorable?
office and use it. She
No
never brought that to
way.
the office. She
I'm
would
not
like,
bringing this to
no
the
way,
office.
they're all
Are
gonna
you
steal
crazy?
it.
First of all, I don't want it to break.
And yes, they would have. And
I
yes,
don't-
she would have broke it if they didn't steal it.
You're out of your mind. Okay, well that was
Treaton
that.
says that is everything.
Isn't it
That's
adorable?
one unique gift,
I want to
Anthony.
get
I love
another
it,
one. I want to
Sonia
get one in
says.
blue and green.
They had them in all different colors, but Danette wanted that color because she said it looked like an actual refrigerator.
They had a blue and a green, and it was darker. All right, I want to see what people are saying.
Okay.
All right, do you want to?
Danette wants to see what people
Do
are
you
saying.
want to finally cut into
I think
this?
we're finally going to cut it. I'm going to go get it.
You're going to go get, no, not that. You're going to get the drinks.
Drink? Oh, yes.
And don't
yes.
touch the knife because you're going to get hurt.
I'm not going to get hurt. Danette seems to think I hack an arm off every time I pick up a knife.
Doesn't it look good, Sonia? This is the Manhattan Special that I always get. Take a look. What it actually is espresso, pure espresso coffee soda. All right, glasses. We're gonna have some Pindor wine.
Red.
We'll move some of the stuff off, and then we'll finally taste our Pzza Rustica. Now, people call it Pizza Game, Pizza Rustica, or
Pizza Ciena.
Pizza Ciena. I don't know why. And Easter pie.
And the savory Easter pie. It's also a relative of the sweet version, which is like, it's a little bit like Italian cheesecake. It's not really a cheesecake, though. Because there is an Italian cheesecake. There's my red wine.
Okay, so why don't you have a seat, and I'm going to get the plates and...
Oh, it's a Berenstein Bears Easter surprise now. Holy smokes, guys. You want me to have a seat, baby?
Have a seat. Come on over. Let's say cheers and happy Easter to all of you there.
To all of
From
you guys
all of
out
us
there.
here.
From all of us here.
Ding.
Including Munchkin.
Including
I gave her a
Munchkin.
tiny glass before I poured this.
Ooh, that's smooth.
It's the one Danette likes.
Oh my God, that is good.
Smooth red.
That's called
Cool, but not too cold.
Pindor Sweet Scarlet. It's very little. It doesn't have a lot of alcohol. It's very sweet. It's kind of like a sangria.
It's dry, but not super dry.
I don't like acid, so this is good. Now cut that pie.
I'll cut that pie.
I'm gonna go get the knife right now.
Danette is getting a knife. She's gonna
I
chop.
also made a small salad. I'm gonna put a
Danette
little
made a
in our
small
plates.
salad. Does George wants to know whether the fridge came with a warranty. Well, the fridge comes with a warranty.
No.
Well, listen, George. I bought that in 1987, so I don't know about the warranty. Oh, Danette was pointing out to me, by the way, just while we're on the fridge, that she didn't want me to buy it for her at the time. We were in the store. I said, I'm just going to get this for you right now. And she said, no, it's so expensive. It was like $20. Because in 1987, $20 was like $100, really, I guess. It kind of was. It was for us. We still worked in the A&P. We had no money. You know, it was like, oh my God, the Berenstein Bears is even more frightening than the Rankin and Bass show. Oh my goodness. Dolores says, my grandma used to bake all those things, even the pies with the eggs in it at Easter. Wonderful memories. I'm going to get to that. You see what you just said, Dolores? I love that you said that, the pies with the eggs in it. I want to tell a story. There is a story. There's a story. I'm going to get memory filled. Should I tell the story or should I wait for you? Like we said, there's a lot of different versions of Pizza Rustica. George says, who knew back then the junk we used to play with is worth tons of money now? Exactly. I remember there was a couple of old comic books I had that, like, I didn't keep. that I was like,
What about
oh no, these
baseball
are so valuable now.
What about baseball cards?
I had that like Journey into the Unknown comics that nobody has anymore. Baseball cards, yes. Anyone collect baseball cards? Because I used to have a lot of baseball cards, which I did not keep, unfortunately, when I got married. Treaton asks, "What's the name on the fridge?" Because she really wants that. It's
Yes,
too
I
cute.
will tell you, and that's one of the reasons why I shared it, is because I want to find out if I can get it too.
Oh, thank you, honey.
All right, so it's from Korea, and it's called Beatland. And actually, look, it says 1987 when Anthony got it for me. Beetland, and it's from Korea. It says
It's
Korea
a nice
on it.
little salad.
I made a
Danette
little
made
lettuce,
for us.
tomato. Let me tell you a little secret.
What's that on the bottom? What
What?
does that say? Heads.
We're
up.
detecting copyright audio.
Audio?
Nothing's on.
Oh, they're not. Heads up.
Your stream may be temporarily blocked. You guys can still see us, right?
Can you still see
How
us?
about we just turn it off for now?
I did.
Maybe put on the Roku. All right, good. You're still there. So this salad here is lettuce, tomato, black olives, salt, pepper, and oregano. If you like oregano, that's the secret ingredient that makes that salad delicious. Okay, tell the story.
Always.
Go ahead.
All right, guys. As long as I'm not temporarily disabled, they detected audio. What audio? Do you hear something?
They're lying.
They're lying. Mean YouTube. All right, well, no, who was that? Who was that mentioned Dolores? Yeah, Dolores mentioned her grandma used to do $135.
For
George
what?
Lopez says that fridge is $135 on eBay.
Are you serious?
Thank you for the fast work,
Are you
George.
serious?
Treating.
Wow.
Oh, Sanders.
Wow.
You can't.
No,
Sanders.
but it's so nice. I would spend it. I would.
Danette would
I would
spend it.
still.
Danette would
Anthony,
spend it.
Christmas.
Well, you want me to buy it for you now?
Is it blue or green? No, I don't. I
Oh,
want other people
guys.
to get a chance to buy it.
I'm
But
gonna
I'm
let other
saying.
people go. Guys, what's the color on it?
All right.
All right, I gotta tell the story.
Tell the story while I.
As we well know,
While I
like we
cook.
were saying, there's many different ways of making pizza rusticas.
Oh,
all
and it
different
depends.
versions.
Depends what part of Italy you're from. It's
Depends
Italian.
what part of Italy.
It really does
Depends
come
the
from
type.
Italy, not America.
Some people use different cheese. Some people use much less meat
Look
than
at
we
that.
used.
Yeah, I
Some
made it
people
different
use
than I normally
much less
do.
meat than we used.
Okay, go ahead.
Now,
It's
it's the same color, George says. Do you want
Oh.
to show? Do you want me to show the cut up close?
No.
You want me to
It's-
show the
no,
cut
no,
up
no.
close?
I'll show it.
Are
Just
you
sit
sure?
down. Sit down and tell your story.
All right. Here's the story.
Look at that.
It's the sword and the stone. Here's the story.
All right. It's still cold. Go ahead.
Dolores says Naples. Yeah. Here's the deal. Like you mentioned the haste. When I was a kid, when I was a child, a young child,
What's the matter? You
I'm mesmerized by
mesmerized?
watching you cut that.
Talking.
Anyway,
Come
when
on.
I was a kid, I
Look
was
at
very.
there if you want to see
No,
what
no,
they're
but
saying.
when I was a
look there.
child,
Good.
much like
Oh man, this is so satisfying.
much like
All these hours we waited.
what do you call it? Much like Popeye, when I was a child, I was very young. So I grew
Popeye
up,
was
I was
the-
in, oh my God. Oh
Oh
my God.
my God.
I'm looking at the inside of that.
Oh, the smell. That's the smell. Oh my God, I remember Aunt Angela, my aunt.
Ernestine's coming over for her
Oh
beans.
my God.
Tomorrow's Treaton's 34th anniversary. You
Oh,
could spend
happy anniversary.
$135.
Do it.
I'm worth
Do
more
it.
than that. Sanders, she's worth more than that. Wait, then that has the reveal.
Hold on.
The
But
net's gonna
remember now,
reveal.
this is cold. It's not.
This is
This
cold.
is ice cold.
It's ice cold.
Oh, look at that, guys. Look at that. Look
Oh,
at Anthony
beautiful.
salivating. Look at that. Look at the bottom. Look at the top. Look at that. Don't you wish you had a piece?
As Barbara
Oh my
Streisand said,
God.
hello, gorgeous.
Oh my God. Oh. All right, Aunt. Go ahead. Keep talking.
That's nuts.
Oh. That was good. I stole a
This is
little.
what it was. When I was a kid, I lived in a brownstone in Harlem. I was very young, and I hated eggs for the longest time growing up. And this was the reason. There was a lady who lived. Hi, Lila. Thank you very much. It looks gorgeous.
You keep talking.
There was a lady who lived in our building
And
who
give me my
used
phone
to
for a second. Go ahead.
somewheres around, say, around the Easter holidays, she would begin baking. And what she baked was a version of Pizza Rustica that featured the whole hard-boiled eggs floating around inside of the cake, floating around inside of the body of the savory pie. So it would be like this, like the whole building was filled with the smell of eggs. It was because this woman
It sounds
like baked
awful,
them
man.
like a bakery. It was like an assembly line, like a conveyor belt. They were coming out of her apartment. They would be stacked up. And how I remember it is this. That my mother helped her out. I remember as a kid my mother saying to me, "I've got to help the lady, Aunt. I've got to help the lady do the Easter pies." And they would be stacked up. They would get bakery boxes and fold them up and make them and fill them in bakery boxes. And it would be like 70 of these stacked up to the ceiling in this woman's apartment. And it'd be like 45 or 50 stacked up in our apartment. And my mother had them stacked up on these bakery racks, like you worked in a bakery. And like the stench of eggs.
Yeah,
it
when
was,
I
like,
met him,
killing
he's
me.
like, "You like Pizza Rustica?" And I'm like, "Yeah,
Because that's
it's
what
delicious."
I thought of it as, this thing that this woman made. I had said to my mother once, wasn't there some woman in our building who used to make this thing that had hard-boiled eggs in it? And my mother said, yeah, that was Mary, the Italian. That's all I knew her as, Mary, the Italian. She was the Italian.
Your mother was colorful. Aunt.
She was very colorful. She's the Italian, Aunt. The Italian makes a lot of... She's the Italian, as in she was from Italy. She was like my mother's age, but she wasn't born in America like my mother. She was she said, my mother would say, she's from the other side. Since I was a toddler, I was like, the other side of what? The wall? The other side of the block?
So you must
All I
have been
knew was
really
there was a
young.
block. I'm talking about I was 5, 6 years old. All I knew was the block. I knew 116th Street, 117th Street,
Mary the
118th
Italian,
Street.
right, Aunt? Right,
Mary the
Sonia?
Italian. She was from the
Okay,
other
here we
side, and
go.
she
Look
made
at this.
Pizza Rustica.
Look at
Look
this.
at this gorgeous
Look
work
at
of
that.
art.
Look
at that
Look
work
at
of
that.
art, guys.
A little salad and a little Pizza Rustica.
Oh
Okay.
my effing God.
All right. So that version of the Pizza Rustica was different. It was a sliced egg.
That version was different.
Now
That
there's
version
two
was
ways
different.
of cutting it, by the way, that I wanted to share. There's that way where you get
Like a pie
pie
slice.
slice?
Like that.
and then there's the other way of cutting it is like this, which is kind of like, if you can look at it that way, it's kind of like square. It's just like a square piece like that. And there's two ways of eating it. You eat it either like with a fork or like this, where you just put it in your
Or
mouth.
like this, where you just pick it up and you eat it like an animal.
So it's like kind of like that. See? And all right, so
I'm gonna try and
gonna-
eat it like
now.
I'm gonna eat it like a
I-
gentleman.
Now you can eat it hot, you can eat it cold, or you can eat it room temperature, or you can warm it up a little bit. But cold is always the best way.
Well, let me see.
All right, you ready yet? Wait. Oh my God, this looks so good. It's still kind of
We
cold.
gotta give this the taste test. And we do this kind of work for you guys. And also for us.
All right, you ready?
Cheers.
Okay, here we go. I'm going in. Oh my God. I think I'm verklempt. It's delicious.
Jesus Christ, that's so damn good. I'd like to mail you all a piece. Maybe I should turn them out like an assembly line, like Mary the Italian. and send them through the mail. Ching ching.
Cheers, guys.
Oh my God, cheers.
Cheers. That
Oh my God, that is so good. Try to make this recipe.
Oh my God.
Because this is really good.
That is so good. I mean, really, take a look at that. Take a look at that.
I didn't think that was going to be that good. That's really good.
Look at that. Look at the cheeses now. If you don't like cheese, if you don't like meat, you can put less meat. You don't have to put any meat, but my
Your plant fell down.
What fell down?
Your flower pot, honey, buddy.
Aw.
Oh. It just was
So
knocked off by the ghost.
If you don't like a lot of meat, I at least tell you to put in prosciutto, if nothing else. Prosciutto and ham. Because ham is not that, strong. This crust, my family used Crisco, but I don't like using Crisco. It's not good for you. Not that
that's
butter's
right,
great
actually.
for you either, but I changed it up and put butter. There's also, a lot of people use just pizza dough. So if you don't want to make the crust, you could just buy pizza dough.
There's a lot of recipes, including some recipes from, as my mother would say, the other side. In Italy, but it's by Italians that use a pizza dough. And that's even simpler.
I made this, and there's a video from yesterday with the recipe. Check it out. You can do it. It's delicious. And like I said, if you don't like all that meat, or you want to put less meat,
you can put less. You can put more.
You can add a little more ricotta because you don't want a lot of meat.
Like the only thing I would say is like say, Danette's using a pound of ricotta. We're using all of this meat. Adjust your weights. Like if you take away some of the meats, like add a little more of the cheese in there. Add a little more, like provolone, a little more mozzarella, or a little more ricotta cheese to fill it up. By the way, we have a lot of ricotta cheese because Danette was like really particular about textures.
You didn't listen to me when I told you I don't like that one.
She bought a ton of ricotta because we kept buying it, and Danette kept saying, opening up the package, opening it up and saying, "Oh, but this isn't the right texture. We have to buy another one from somewhere else." So we go back out again to the store. We were buying things up until yesterday. Danette made it yesterday, and by the way, Danette made it yesterday.
Just buy Palio. That's the best. Palio's good. You don't have to buy it.
And I did the video while I did the video. I was editing that video as we went along. The video where she made the recipe. As we went along, I was doing the editing on the video. If that makes any sense.
Yes, you can. You could put zucchini in it. You can put spinach in it. You can put vegetables in it. You can put whatever you want. The actual basis of the recipe is ricotta, eggs, and some pecorino romano. The eggs hold the ricotta, and then you can put whatever you want. Like I have never put mortadella and ham. So it was either one or the other, 4 ounces. So I decided, well, I want to try both. So I cut it in half. I put 2 ounces of mortadella and 2 ounces of ham. My family's recipe doesn't use mortadella. They use ham. But I'm speechless.
There's also, as far as vegetables goes, we know that there's also recipes that call for, there's recipes that use spinach. You can go spinach. There's recipes that use spinach. The recipes that use Swiss chard. There's recipes that also very Italian recipes that use like kale, the caldonero, the black cabbage.
That's delicious.
So there's recipes like that. You can add veggies to that too. You can do it. It's just, you got to have the basics of it. It's the basic structure of what goes into it, especially the cheeses. And by the way, there are recipes that feature no ricotta cheese at all. There are recipes that are just eggs. They're almost more like a quiche, like scrambled egg
thick,
pie.
Just like this.
But it's thickened scrambled eggs.
It's thick like this. It's not thin.
And it's thick. It's a high pie. It's not like a quiche. You can also
make it in one of those, you don't have to make
That's right, Classy. You just have to make sure you squeeze all the water out of the veggies.
Right.
And you want completely dried and completely drained out. Well, it says, do I have a favorite ricotta brand? Out of the store brands,
Palio.
Danette's favorite is Palio.
Don't use Galbani because Galbani tastes sweet and it's
more smooth.
It's not good. It's not bad, rather. It's just that there's no texture. It's almost like baby food, and it's actually better for making desserts. If you were making ricotta desserts, you can use the Galbani, but definitely just go
maybe
paleo.
for a pasta.
Right, but definitely go paleo. That's what's going to make it bind and hold. Now, I wanted to just share this with you. Mac and cheese. This is a recipe I made quite a few years ago, and Anthony loved it. And that's when we started realizing we can cut the cold cuts smaller, because I don't like those thick pieces of cold cuts. And this is from
Sometimes when you get it in a bakery.
By Nigella Lawson. I'm sure you've heard of her before. And it's not her recipe. It's a recipe from an Italian woman that she met in Italy. And she did the cold cuts like not diced like that. It was all cold cuts, right? Like the second part of what I made.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's some recipes where it's just flat cold cuts. You don't cut it, right? We've never done that.
Actually, there's also recipes where the meats are layered. Like people like add the cheese mixture
like
and then layer it,
You put
almost like a lasagna. You
put
put that, then you put the cheese on top of it, and it comes out, and you can see the layers of meat and cheese running through the pie.
I want to show you what it looks like. It's very fine. This particular recipe I made yesterday has a lot of meat in it. I don't normally do that. You only put like usually 3 meats. But I wanted to try a variation of it, and that's why I did that. I wanted to try something different. And this one that we made, this one is very flaky and buttery. But it's Nigella Lawson. If you want to go by her recipe, that is what it looks like. And see, she has, can you see it? Oh, wait, maybe there.
Take a sweet shot.
It's very hard. Well, you can look it up. And this one has in it, like it has chili powder in it, crushed red chilies. It's very hot. Mozzarella, grated Parmesan, ricotta, provolone. That's the other thing. Definitely put in here, because I taste it. This is a memory, I remember. Definitely put the sharp provolone, right? A lot of people don't use that, but it's good. It's really good. Are you enjoying it?
Oh, my God. You guys have no idea how good it is. I mean...
And the crust is good, too. Oh, my God, Anthony. It tastes good
Classy
cold.
says paleo is the best if you can find it. We don't have it here. It's a regional favorite.
Oh, you don't get it? Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, use the whole milk paleo.
Michelle West.
Look at that.
Oh, show that up close. Show that chunk.
Look at that.
Is that beautiful?
Oh my God. I wish I could share this with you guys. You could taste it.
George says he's no longer able to eat cured meats.
Well, that's the other thing.
That's the other thing. You can make it with like uncured things. What kind of meats can you eat? Can you eat,
what about
like, you can make it with like really uncured
sausage.
things. Like, for instance, like if it's just the curing process that's bad for you, like those chemicals, you can get it like the supersod in here is an uncured sausage. You can get like uncured type meats that you can add. And you can add, like I said,
Welcome,
you can add
Michelle.
a lot less.
Thank you very much, Michelle. Someone else came in, Michelle. Cheers.
Thank you so much,
Cheers,
Michelle.
you guys.
We appreciate everybody coming in who's a new person to us, who's like a new friend. It's like a new friend. It's a new friend because you see their names. Eventually, you get to know them. Or eventually, you begin to like feel
you see
like,
them in the comments.
Hey, you see people in the comments, make comments on the videos, and you go like, oh, that's wonderful, wonderful. It's
and if
wonderful.
there's anybody out there that doesn't speak or write and you're watching, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy everything as well.
Absolutely. It has nothing, people don't have to talk in chats and things like that. I know some people just like want to see what's going on or read the chat because it's funny. We know Classy and Randy are a hoot by themselves.
Oh my God, they're hysterical.
We love it.
High uric acid in my system. Was that
high
like
uric
gout?
acid? Do you have
like
gout? You have gout, George? I'm gonna wait for you to answer me. Because and I also wondered.
But you don't have to use those kind of cold cuts. You don't have to do that at all. You can use vegetables like spinach, And the cheese. Yes, he does.
You do have gout. I've had that. It's horrifying, isn't it, George?
Yes, it
I
is.
take allopurinol. I don't know if you take that drug. I take the allopurinol, and let me tell you, that stuff fixed me up good. Because gout is no fun. I sympathize. I sympathize. It is not fun. It's nightmarish. Everybody has a different trigger though, right, George? Like for me, you know what the trigger weird thing was always the trigger for me was lentils, which was bad for me because I love
He
lentil
makes
soup.
lentil soup.
And I made lentil soup all the time.
Some
and
people
it
it's seafood.
Triggered it off. Some people it's seafood.
You know,
her father had it. Her father got that also sometimes, and his trigger was the shellfish.
Shellfish, yeah.
Oh my God, the shellfish. I make hibiscus tea from dried flower. It will get rid of it and lose weight.
Oh, that sounds good.
I never tried it. You make the tea yourself. Like I said, the just close on that is like yes, it's no joke. It's no joke. Have that but knock on glass. My uric acid's been very good for years now, so I'm happy about that. Like I was saying, you can take the meat out. You could even add vegetables to this. It is a thing, you can add vegetables. You know what's probably a good vegetable to it also would be like mushrooms. You cook them down until you get them nice and dry and all the water out of them. I like wild mushrooms. I bet mushrooms would be good in here as a substitute for some of the meat. Tart cherry juice?
Oh yes,
the cherry juice. Yeah. I know the cherry juice is that's also that stuff they make you drink, the tart cherry juice, when you have like a urinary tract infection sometimes. The tart cherry juice. And when they say it's tart cherry juice, they're not kidding. It's pretty tart. It is very tart, that cherry juice.
Here's a little bit of your
Ooh,
soda
thank you.
All right, so I want to.
Danette gave me a refill on my wine. Danette, show the basket.
Easter basket I made. So the other thing is tradition in our family is, of course, to make the Easter basket. So we always get the Russell Stover candy. It's hard to see this, but Russell Stover candy. This we discovered, which is a Reese's chocolate. This is and that's just like flat on one side. This is a Madeline chocolate, which is a solid chocolate.
Which to me, I think that's the only solid chocolate I've seen in a long time.
Okay, this is the coconut cream egg. And the reason why this is good is because it has that dark chocolate outside. And of course, who doesn't like these? What are they called, Anthony?
Those are the robin eggs.
Robin eggs, which are Whoppers.
Whoppers.
The chocolate
malted
Whoppers.
Milk balls with that look like an egg.
Now
what
there's another. Go ahead and eat. I ate while you were talking, and then we'll try the chocolate.
Oh my goodness.
There's another chocolate that we just discovered.
We discovered
a chocolate called Zittner's. I don't know if
anybody
Robert
out there
might
that's
know.
heard
it's
of it.
from Pennsylvania.
Robert
I don't know
would
if he's
know
still
about
in
it,
here.
I bet.
But from Pennsylvania, it's a place called Zittner's. And am I saying that right?
Yeah.
And we have that. And I want to try that. And see if it's better than Russell Stover. Right, Aunt?
Yes.
My God, is this good?
Zittner's is this company in Pennsylvania, and they only used to sell it in Pennsylvania, I guess. And apparently they worried their owner would never change the recipes because he's afraid he would get death threats. And they only make chocolate eggs and things like that around holiday seasons, Easter, Christmas time, they make something, and the rest of the year,
He didn't really
the
get death
entire
threats. He
year,
just doesn't want to change them.
he doesn't want to get any death threats. The entire year, during the regular part of the year, they make chocolate-covered pretzels. I hear our neighbor out in the hallway, by the way. He's yelling at his wife. He's like 100
The
years
yelling's
old.
got to stop. He fought in World War II.
Fought in World War II. He's
And he's still
almost
fighting.
100. I'm not joking. He's like 100 years old.
Anyway.
And he's still fighting. Only now it's just with his wife.
That's right.
And she puts up a pretty good fight herself.
She's not taking no crap from him. What were we talking about a minute ago?
Zittners.
Oh, Zittners. So,
does anybody know of
if
the
you
Zittner?
see this plate, wait, if you see it, I'm going to show you a picture. Hold on. I have it on my phone. That's why it's better to use your phone, because I have so many pictures. I'm just showing them everything. This is the factory.
We're
I
live
have to
streaming
show
on
you
my
this.
phone today.
Look at this picture. Okay, I want you to take a look. Oh, you see this, the ring light, sorry. I want you to take a look at that. Does that not look like a shack? That looks like a shack. And there's two homes around it. It has like homes around it. And it's been there, wait, let me get the details so I tell you right. It's been there since 1920. And it's between two homes in Philadelphia, North Philadelphia. Yeah, the neighbors are hungry. I had to cook for them last night while I was cooking this. So I sent them food.
We did.
But anyway.
Roasted chicken breast.
So they're best known for it's called butter crack eggs. And we're going to try it. We never had it before. And we're going to compare the butter crack eggs to the Russell Stover.
Butter crack.
Has anybody else does anybody eat Russell Stover chocolate? The thing is this Russell Stover chocolate right here, it's called the Big Bunny Marshmallow, has been around for decades.
I'm laughing because she just said the phrase, the Big Bunny Marshmallow.
That's what it says, Big Bunny Marshmallow. Anyway, when I was a kid, they used to have, let me show you. They used to have the candy on it.
Randy, you got a joke for that? The Big Bunny Marshmallow?
Hold on. So, hold on. I hope it's not broken. So it's like disappointing because like that's what it looks like now, which is okay. But Munchkin, what do you want? You want some Pzza Rustica? But it used to have eyes and it used to have like a little like a bow tie, and I was just wondering if any of you guys ever try. I gotta try one of these. Oh, I have a little chocolate in the refrigerator. Okay, I don't want no more of this. Just aside. Am I going too fast, Anthony?
Too fast for who?
You. And actually, let me just go get that chocolates. This way I could show.
Lila says she loved their mint chocolate bars. Do you mean the
She knows Zittners? Does she know them?
do you mean Russell Stover, Lila, or do you mean the Zittners company? Russell Stover. Russell Stover's.
What was it called?
Mint chocolate bars from Russell Stover.
How come I don't remember that?
George misses Brock's. I know. Remember the Brock's candies? Those used to be the gold standard for certain types of candies, weren't they, George?
Rocks.
Remember
What do you mean rocks?
Brock's? You don't remember Brock's?
Oh, rocks. I thought you said rocks.
Then I thought I said Rocks. Yeah, Rocks was the good candy. I used to eat them all the time. Brock's used to be the gold standard, right, George? They had the that was the real candy corn at Halloween, remember? And the Indian corn and the harvest mix. Brock's Harvest Mix. That was
Okay,
the
see
ultimate
now,
harvest
see,
mix.
Anthony, wait till you see this, because
Wait.
this is a game changer here. I mean, we've eaten Russell Stover our whole lives, but now look at this. Look at this. Okay. So here's the box. It's called Zittner's. Buttercream eggs, double chocolate eggs, peanut butter eggs, marshmallow eggs, coconut cream eggs, and of course the butter crack. And the butter crack is, both of them are dark chocolate covered eggs. Butter crack has the most exceptional chocolate you'll ever taste. Okay, we'll find out. 1922, over 100 years, which has coconut in it. And here's the buttercream, which has no coconut. Have any of you ever eaten this? So I put it in my little dish, my little candy dish. Munchkin's going nuts. This is what they look like. I have a few peeps here because we'll talk about that in a second. So this is the cream. There's a little bit sticking out there. And this one is the butter crack, which I'm so excited for. All right.
Sonia says she's never seen those before.
Neither have we. There's a store here.
There's a store here that you never know what the heck they're gonna sell. There's a place. Let's be serious. There's a place right here in Queens. You never know what the heck is gonna be on their shelves. Could be something you've never seen in your life.
Does anybody like Peeps? Go ahead, I'm listening in. Hi, Lila. Welcome.
Leslie's never heard of Zittner's.
I know most people don't like Peeps.
The Zittner's, apparently it was just mostly in Pennsylvania. Just mostly in Pennsylvania. That's what Danette was reading. And they sell them at like supermarkets in Pennsylvania. I kind of wonder if like Danette said, Robert Kaczynski might have heard of them. If he was still watching, he might recognize the name.
Yeah.
Maybe the Lotto King Kenny. Kenny might recognize the name, right? He might recognize it. But or anyone from Pennsylvania. Anyone from Pennsylvania.
Here's the Russell Stover coconut one. And here's the crack coconut one. So I know you haven't finished, but are you ready to try this?
Wait, let me have a palate cleanser of coffee soda.
Okay. All right. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Are you ready?
I am ready. Are
Okay.
you people ready? Put chili on those, Randy.
Okay,
My
here we
friend
go.
loved Peeps, Lila says. Or was my coworkers referred to them as those darn yellow birds? That's what I refer to them as.
I think yellow is the best.
Yellow is the true peep bird color, I think.
Okay.
You know, like Danette's bunny peep back here.
The crack is
What are we
hard
trying
to
to
crack.
do? The hard crack.
All right, you ready?
It's like chopping
Let's
through
try.
it. She needed the big knife.
Okay, let's try here. This is the Russell Stover. Okay, and this is the coconut cream.
This is the Russell Stover?
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. You see, the dark chocolate is the star of the show. The dark chocolate's delicious. Look at that. All right, now.
Danette was always a dark chocolate person. This tastes good. This tastes like Russell Stover.
All right. Now, I always think people like Halloween candy. I think that Easter candy is so much better. It just tastes different.
George likes to put them Kit Kat bars in the freezer.
Yeah. Okay, you want to try this now? All right, we're gonna try Zittner's now. I know you want a palate cleanser. How about the wine? Okay. Now look at that thickness, though. Look at the thickness of the chocolate all around. Why is it called butter crack?
That's a heavy, thick.
Okay, here we go. Whoa, man. Wow.
Yeah, that's different.
Oh my God. Now I know what they call it, butter crack.
You know what makes this different? I just figured it out,
God.
but I could figure it out because we tasted them back to back here.
This is delicious. Mmm.
It's good we tasted this right after the
This
Russell
is
Stover.
This is soft.
Because that's soft. This is somewhat it's thicker chocolate. It's less sweet tasting than the Russell Stover. There's less sugar, I think. I think it's less sweet. There's more actual coconut. There's actual coconut. You're getting coconut meat in here. I'm definitely getting coconut meat.
Yeah, you know what it is though?
Inside the crack.
This is coconut
inside
cream.
the buttercream crack.
But Russell Stover is coconut cream, so it's lighter. Less coconut. You're right. But look at that. These are all handmade. Look at those. That's delicious. That's really amazing.
That is good. Less sweet. That is amazingly good.
It's still sweet though.
It's sweet.
I think it's sweet.
Less. It's sweet. Not as sweet as a
now
Russell
let's try
Stover.
this one. Here, you can try the bunny ears. This is the chocolate.
Ears.
This is the
Who doesn't
milk
like
chocolate marshmallow. It's just marshmallow.
Dessert.
Mmm. That's delicious.
That is good.
What do you think?
These are still good.
Hey, I have a question for you guys. If you've watched our videos of places that we've been recently, which one's your favorite?
That's actually a good question.
Is it the burger? Is it the sandwich? Or is it Johnny's Reef? Or is it when we go live? I know
Or is it
Classy
something
likes
else?
when we go live. Is it the hot dogs with the chili? Which is the one?
For Randy, we know it's hot dogs and chili.
Which one is your favorite?
George's first video that he checked out was the hamburger.
Oh, the burger that we just went to.
Treating like Hildebrands with James and Carla. Hildebrands is a very fun place to go to. James and Carla, by the way, nicest people you could hope to meet.
I love James and Carla and Hudson. Hudson is oh my God, adorable.
As nice as they seem when they're live streaming.
That's exactly the way they are.
That's how they are, maybe even nicer when they're not live streaming. That's how nice they are. As nice as they are. What you see is what you get.
And we went to Hildebrands about a month and a half, maybe 6 weeks before we went with them. And
it might have been a little more time, than maybe a full month.
And there's a month, 6 weeks.
No, like 6 weeks. Yeah, you're right.
And Carla had wanted to go there because she heard about the problems they were having with the landlord. And we had already done a video, so that was our second time, like, in the filming process of that. Hildebrands. So more than one for Hildebrands. Oh, Classy, I was asking, which one was your favorite video that that we went to recently?
Recently.
Yeah, the Carla and James, that was the Hildebrand, right. Tony's Reef, because I'm partial and I have been there. Yeah, Tony's Reef is... Hi, Catsmaw. So good to see you. Johnny's Reef has been, in our family for so long, and it's a special place. Like Anthony and I said in our video, we've been there for no reason. We've been there after funerals. We've been there celebrating. We've been there through thick and thin. It's just like a place that feels homey. They don't change their recipe. They don't change anything, even down to the cups and everything. So it's something like familiar. And actually last year we brought Ange and Joe there. We drove them around the Bronx to show them where we grew up, where we met, and Johnny's Reef, and we always tell everybody about it.
Yeah, we always tell everybody.
That,
we want to share those things because, like, those are the things you always want to share. You guys know it. You tell your friends, you tell your relatives, hey, have you ever been here? Have you ever done that? Hi, Catsmaw. It's
Yeah,
so
the
great
Christmas.
to see you.
The Christmas one is one of my favorites because, like, talking about the schmelts and talking about, like, doing that gingerbread house was a hot mess. This is what happened this time, Catsmaw. If you're just tuning in, we decided to do this, but we didn't do it here. Now we did it, and the ear came off. Look at that. Because something has to go wrong. I mean, I think it looks a little better
done, and we
than
still had something go
the
wrong.
gingerbread house one. It's a much smaller, so it was easier to handle. But the Dickie and the Dickie that you told that story about your family, I was dying.
God.
I was laughing so friggin' hard, and I didn't even know you were going to mention it. So I love the Christmas one. That's one of my favorites too.
Who mentioned Christmas? Catsmaw?
Yeah, she was.
Oh yeah.
She likes the gingerbread house and.
I got that house, Cat, because I thought this house, this little one with the ears, it looks so much simpler.
Oh my God.
And it was still
it's
not
hard.
up to code. It's still like a hot mess.
Let me tell you about that.
Everything, they always tell you the same thing. Oh, it's so easy.
No,
Everybody
they say
could do
put
it.
the ears on first and then make the, then go like that with the thing to go to the sides and it's dripping, it's falling on your elbow. It's not easy. It is not
It's
easy.
going over your head.
You want
It's
this?
just this terrible. Yes, I do. Sanders says use cream cheese for the ear treatment says.
I don't have any. That's a good idea, though.
We don't have cream cheese.
I
Yeah,
kind
that
of
might
getting
work.
used to it with the one ear, though. I mean, I don't know. Oh, Nordic. Yeah, the Nordic. Nordic is hysterical. We got to go back there because we love it there. Emmy squared, yeah.
Lil said, the
What?
schmelts are not, no schmelt to your knowledge in Augusta, Georgia.
Wait, my mom wants a smelt fry for her 83rd birthday? There's a smelt fry? Like, I don't understand.
Well, you get smelts and you fry them.
Oh, she likes them?
She likes them.
Oh, okay. You know, they could be good. I wouldn't know. We're going on Anthony's family, who was trying to kill me because I was
I
dating
don't know
you.
if they were trying to
Me
kill
and
you
George.
so much.
George and I, we had no chance in the world. Well,
were
you
trying-
know I'm right because you got a Dickie for Christmas, so there you go. And all you want to do is make merry.
I really do like making merry. I'm going to make merry with my Diet Coke here now.
Paula made a
Paula
gingerbread
made a
house and it
gingerbread
was
house.
not easy and took lots of time. That's the problem. We were live and Anthony
Yeah,
started
we
doing
started-
it while we were live.
I started-
And it was three
Oh,
houses.
live.
And the
Three
stuff was
houses.
melting. It looked like there was a fire. It was like raining.
Yeah,
It looked terrible.
I decided let me not just make a gingerbread house. I wanted to make townhouses, a row of townhouses. What was that on my mind?
I liked it. I thought it was different. You want to do something different. Yes, Catsma. It says, no, do either of you remember the Easter eggs that actually had a yellow candy yolk in them? Every year I ask my mom for one. Yeah, we can get them anywhere over here. They sell them in every store, including the supermarket. What is it called? Cadbury eggs?
The Cadbury cream
They
eggs.
even have the little tiny miniature ones.
Do you
I
not
think
have
they're
them
too
near you,
sweet.
Kat?
They're very sweet.
Do
Can you
have
not
those
get
near you? Yeah, because that makes me sad.
I don't care for them. Do you like them?
I don't really like him that much, but like certain things you like go
'Cause it's
you
once
know,
a
like
year.
it's certain once a year. They should like allow you to like be able to find any freaking thing you want. The Cadbury cream egg, that's right, Joe.
Yes. Yeah, see? Cadbury. Cadbury's chocolate is so good.
Dolores said, I think I hated that event.
No, you haven't seen them, Catsmaw. I can get them for you. I will send them to you. Go to our email if you want to leave your address if you want to.
Yeah.
And we'll send them
It's
to
up
you.
to you.
Just
Tell
let
me-
us know because I could get them anytime. As long as it's Easter time, you know.
We'll scoop up any amount you want and send
We
them
could get
to
you
you.
the minis. I think they also have some that have chocolate in it now or something. It's not just an egg. I
There's a
think it
lot of
has,
different
like-
ones. There's mini ones. There's ones that have a different filling in them. There's ones that have different fillings. I don't know what all the different fillings are. Just give me the thick Hershey's with almonds treat, it says. You know, sometimes the simplest things in life are the best.
The Kit Kat bars I love. But the Easter
Come on,
candy
YouTube. The
of it.
Masters coverage on ESPN
I can't believe you got
could
a
also
warning
be
for
a
that.
copyright warning.
How is that? You've got to...
Heads up!
We don't even care about copyright warnings because we're under, like, we don't have a lot of people, and I don't care. I just want to have fun. Like the Christmas one, when I played Celine Dion, and we had it like on blast.
That's forget it. Yeah,
I was like, I don't care. I just gotta listen to this music. I don't care.
Yeah. She played. Oh Holy Night one too many times.
I only played it once.
No, you didn't.
No, we only
You
played it once.
more than once.
We only played it once.
I swear I could hear.
Even if it was once,
it sounded like
much.
it was playing the entire night. And we're like, Cat's more. No, seriously. Look in our about on the channel page for us, and you can find our email address. Just drop me an email if you want. That's up to you. Drop me an email. Tell us where you live.
And we'll send them to you because I can
send it
get them
to you.
anywhere.
We
Seriously.
can get them. Lindor truffles by Lind are amazing too. I like the truffles, classy. I do like Lindor. Danette's not a truffle person. She never was, which is kind of funny. That's one of those things where I always said, I thought every girl likes truffles. I thought it was like a girl thing.
Just like you thought every girl likes red roses. I don't like red roses.
She hates red roses.
I wouldn't say
but she didn't. I wouldn't say she hates the red roses, but they're not her thing. They're not her thing. She always tells me, pink. I have to go with pink. But Danette's the kind of girl who tells you things like...
George, you're in San Diego, California? Oh, the weather there must be so nice.
What, the 370 consecutive days of nice weather?
I'm jealous. We never had Easter hunts. We lived in the Bronx. Did you ever have an Easter hunt? Or was it just you? So what were you? I guess you could
Randy
still
says,
do Easter hunt.
I'm not a geologist, but I think you have a candy obsession.
Who's that, me? I definitely.
Is that Danette?
I like chocolate. I don't like candy. I like chocolate. Is that the same thing? I don't know.
Time is the Easter egg hunt? Who knows?
Yeah, that's why he bought me this for Valentine's Day. Because I would rather have this. Isn't it adorable? Look, and sometimes I go like that and cross the legs when it's hanging. And, like, I like pink. I like pink roses, and I like yellow roses and white roses. But I don't like red roses. And if you're going to buy a red rose, just get me one. I don't like a dozen red roses. I don't know. I don't know. I like other flowers.
It was in the 90s yesterday with George Lopez's.
Oh,
you know, you're killing me here, George.
George.
By the way, how's the lighting in here? Because I actually got
I think that's the glare on my eyes.
technical game and got lights.
You would think that let me tell you something. You would think that we were YouTubers with thousands and thousands of people. We have a ring light. We have two things that go up and down. I mean, I don't know if you saw a puzzle video from a long time ago. We have the thing that goes down like this so you could see the top of the TV. We have this. Anthony bought this for me for my birthday. Where did I put it? In February. We haven't used it yet because we didn't really have a chance to use it. But this is the,
the wireless microphones.
The wireless microphones.
The clips.
Yeah, this is a fancy
all the
schmancy
tools.
one.
All the tools.
I don't even know how to use it yet, but there we go.
Well, you get the tools.
But that's Anthony. He loves electronics.
The puzzle was
a
riot. That was a nightmare.
Isn't that nice? Yeah.
That's the good stuff.
To be completely honest, the puzzle idea I got from Carla and James. See, I love Carla and James. And even though, you guys saw us with them, I didn't talk I'm one of those people that didn't really talk. I just watched. I subscribed. I watched.
That's true.
I didn't talk in the live stream. So, I know what that's like. we're new at this, and we haven't even been doing it that long. And I never talked. So one day I saw Carla doing the Lego, and I was like, oh my goodness, you just sit and...
She was doing a Lego typewriter.
And I was like, well, what if we did a puzzle?
That thing is nuts complicated.
I was like, well, what if we did a puzzle? I would love to do that. And so I asked Ange and Joe to come over and do a puzzle together. And then I found out that Carla and James, I think she's done puzzles as well, which I didn't know. I didn't look back, but Yeah, so that's where that came from.
But
that
my
was,
thing was that I went and bought that like 1,000
crazy.
piece pizza puzzle, and like
He
I
also
had to be out of
has.
my mind.
Hold on,
Because
what is
first
that
of all,
called?
a pizza basically it all looks the same.
It's right here. The pizza puzzle. Oh, and then we went to Blue Bay, and we bought, and this happens to be Easter. We bought the little scented mosaic puzzle that has an Easter bunny, and we did that like later on that day. But what was I gonna
Joe
say?
thought that was edible, if you remember.
And even that was kicking our ass. I don't know how Carla does it. She's so good at that. Like, you need patience. You need patience. Like,
Actually,
really.
I also thought it was edible at first. You
Well,
said it must be. You must
guys
be out
must
of your
have been
mind.
hungry. I don't know. That's why we were at the diner.
Well, like you look like you're.
Yeah, the
are
Lego
you out of
was
your mind?
epic.
It's not edible. There's no edible puzzles. A full Lego typewriter. Yeah, that thing looked like you could type a letter on it.
We didn't do the Lego pieces, although I think that would be fun, but I have no patience. That's the problem. I have no patience.
I saw a Lego piece that we kind of like thought looked interesting. I don't remember what it is now. We saw something in the store.
It was like a 3D one. I think it was.
I remember what it was.
What was it? Star Wars or something? I don't know.
I'm not sure it was Star Wars.
Wait, did we miss somebody?
We missed somebody?
Hold on.
No, I saw those.
You saw that one?
I saw these.
Okay, what is this one? Why I have a
1,000
piece puzzle
of the Brooklyn Bridge at night.
Oh my God, that would drive me crazy.
Tell me about it. I can only imagine.
But to be honest, when we were doing the puzzle, Joe and Anthony were like, no help. They were like, this is not an end. This is not an end.
Nothing was an end.
It was like 20 ends that you threw in the wrong box.
I'm no help. I'm no help with a puzzle. I really should have bought something simple, like maybe like I don't know, something. I don't know what 1,000 piece puzzle is easier.
You know what it is? You don't have enough time. That's the problem. You hire someone to put it together. That defeats its own purpose.
As Robert De Niro said in Raging Bull, come on, it defeats its own purpose.
Let's be friends.
Let's be friends, honey. Come on, bring it in here. Bring it in here. It's a piece of charcoal. You're burning the stick. If you don't, come on, it defeats its own purpose. Come on, boom. Come on, honey. Let's be friends.
Larry.
Oh, Danette likes that line too. We like that line too. Shut up, you animals.
Oh, the pizza puzzle was a while back. If you go on our live stream. So Anthony bought, what is that called? That thing, the USB, what is that called? A plug?
Oh, I got a
so
16-foot long USB.
So you could walk around the house plugged
in.
in.
So she could walk around the house plugged in. That's why my phone is not dying out. I could live stream forever right now. I could like we could.
You could plug it in anywhere.
You could stay here. You could watch the TV go by. Watch the wallpaper go by. Danette and I could go to bed. You could stay in the house. You could stay here. The ring light will stay on. That's plugged into the wall. That phone that this is being broadcast on, because I had the foresight to buy a 16-foot long USB cable. Who else thinks of things like that, Danette? Who else, I tell you?
I'm so sorry if I missed something. I see things that was said that I don't get it.
Oh, one thing that was said was, who was it? Was it Treaton? Treaton, did you want to know what our favorite pizza place was?
I didn't see that.
I think Treaton asked. Treaton, tell me.
Pizza place. Oh, there's a good question.
What did Treaton say? That's just wrong, Clancy says.
I cater James because I can't handle when they get one slice of pizza and they all share it. I know the other day you sent them all that food.
You can't share one slice of pizza. That's just un-New Yorkie. I was about to say un-American, but probably it's not un-American.
Are they really just sharing
it's
one,
just
though?
un-New Yorkish. I don't know. If Treaton says it, it's probably true.
You know what it is? Is Carla forgets to eat, she says. And then she eats so fast.
That's very un-New York.
Yeah, you can go around the block.
You can go around the block. That's what I wanted.
What is your favorite pizza? That's a good question.
Yes, Treaton said yeah. Yes, you did want to know what the favorite pizza is. You know, that's a tough one. In New York, it is very hard to closed down on, living in New York, and I really shouldn't even say New York, like the tri-state area, because you got great pizza and all over New York, every damn borough. You got like
They
great
just
pizza.
want an answer.
You got great pizza in Jersey. You got amazing pizzas in Connecticut. New Haven. New Haven is a pizza capital also. But so it's really hard to pin down. I'll tell you some that are like real good favorites of mine and Danette's. Some like we've loved John's on Bleecker Street. Amazing pizza, amazing pie. Go there, get them to make your pie. That pizza's
Randy.
That pizza is a great pizza. It's a classic. It's a classic for a reason.
John's,
right?
yes.
John's is amazing. Local places. There's some old favorites of ours that gone out of business over the years. In the Bronx, Tommy's has great pizza, right? You remember that place on Throg's Neck? Tommy's on Throg's Neck in the Bronx. Louie and Ernie's in the Bronx used to be good, but I don't think they're as good as they used to be.
No.
And Danette was never a huge fan.
Well, I like regular pizza. I don't really like sausage on it.
In Queens, there's some decent
Brothers.
pizzerias. Brothers is a really good pizzeria.
Manos that we went to, that was
And
amazing.
I'm going to tell you, in Queens right now, my personal belief is that Manos, which we did the video on, Manos in Queens is head and shoulders above any new slice place in Queens. Any slice places in Queens.
Oh my God, it's so good.
I think
It's
they're
so
better.
Good.
I think they're the best.
He's
I don't know
using
how they
high quality.
I'm not going to say how they
ingredients.
stack. I'm not going to say how they stack up. They stack up with some of the best with places like John's. To me, that's my opinion. I'm one humble guy, but they stack up against the places I've had in Brooklyn. Brooklyn has amazing pizzerias, by the way.
Yes, we have
Head
not
to
tried
anywhere in
DeFaro
Brooklyn.
yet.
We have never gotten to DeFaro, so I'm not
Personally,
going
I
to talk
like
about that.
Totono's in Brooklyn.
And Danette has
I love
love
Totono's.
affair with Totono's.
Mm-hmm. We should go there
Went
and do
their
a
whole
video
life.
on
We
that.
should go to Totono's. Still great, still open, still ready to go. In Connecticut, Frank Pepe's is an amazing place. Never tried Sally's. Sally's is right down the block from Frank's Pepe's. But Frank Pepe's is amazing. Danette's not crazy about clam pie,
No,
but I
like
personally think it's amazing clam pie. But their regular pizza, their crust, it's a little crust. You can't. You could go through eating a whole pie there because that crust is so light, crispy, and you could just keep eating and eating and eating. That's really how I felt about Manos here in Queens, a new
Manos
place.
was delicious.
So light. There's no.
You don't get full.
You're not feeling the fullness, which is good and bad, because you could find yourself eating so much pizza there. Like, I'll get another slice. I'll get another slice.
'Cause
I'll get
it's
another
addictive.
slice. You're out of your mind. You
Hi,
keep
Ange.
eating.
Welcome. Just got the notification. Oh,
What
no.
the hell? Goddamn YouTube.
Well, we
Instead
started
of
at
spending
4.
time doing notifications, they're sending me messages
Well,
that they're copyrighted.
Yeah, we had to turn our TV off because
Had to
of that.
turn my
That's
TV
why I
off.
had to. That's why on the
For
video last night
1970s
I had to
cartoons.
say we're gonna be at 4 because the thing said 3, right? The thing said 3. When you do the thing ahead, it says 3, and I kept saying 4, 4, 4.
Ange likes the setup. You like
And
the
it was-
neon, you like
this
the
was
good
cartoons,
vibes.
but then we got some kind of thing saying we're gonna be getting turned off because of the sound. We had no sound on.
Yeah, it says the
Anyway,
audio.
Classy said Gloria's in Flushing is the best she ever had, and we never tried Gloria's. At
I'm
least
not
I
con-
think
con-
I might have years ago, but not together. I don't think we tried. I'm not sure.
Never did Gloria's. I think the name sounds somewhat familiar.
Yeah, because we've seen
Corona, I'm not familiar with at all.
no the Gloria's. We've seen people with the boxes.
Yes,
throw in the
I feel
box,
like
yeah.
I've seen people with the boxes.
Yes.
I mean, there's a couple of places. Like I said,
Ange,
Brothers.
do you like my hat?
Oh, yeah.
My Easter bonnet. Go ahead. What were you saying? It?
Yeah, like
Oh
the
yeah,
next
the
set.
Pzza Rustica. Okay, Ange, watch. Look at this.
Come on, come on. Give it the look.
Look at
Wait, wait. I'll get you. Let me get that. Here we go. Take a bite. Everybody take another bite. Right, Danette?
Yes. Where you going, Aunt?
I'm just putting these over here. Get out of my way.
Probably not there anymore, but Corona Pizza was right across the street from Lemon Ice King. Oh, yeah, no, I've never had that.
I don't think that probably isn't there because we have been there, not recently, but we were there. And I don't remember a pizzeria around there.
There's pizzerias, but they're not Corona. I don't
Not
know
Corona.
the name. Yeah.
Yes, there's Italian restaurants also.
Parkside.
Parkside Restaurant, it's an Italian restaurant over there. Has many people have heard of that place.
And here's our Easter basket.
In your Easter bonnet, we got the Easter basket, and that
Oh, let me show
put
you
that
mine.
together.
And church.
That's our Easter church.
Why is the light going on and off? Do you see that?
Oh no! It's the light is
Show her the
flickering.
one-eared bunny house.
Oh, we got the one-eared bunny house. It's a cookie house.
And we were just talking about the puzzle making that we tried to do that time.
But he broke an ear off.
Yeah, no, we're gonna give half of this to the neighbor, and the other quarter or whatever's left here, we're gonna have tomorrow. Or we can even freeze that and have it next week.
Then that reminded me you can freeze this thing.
Yeah, which is good because people make, like you said, that when you were a kid, they made so many of them. I'm sure people.
It made
like,
so
where do you
many
put
of them.
them?
They made them like for months and months, for people to eat for years. Like I said, in my old building, it was a brownstone, 116th Street. Mary, the Italian, she was from the other side. Made hundreds of them. I guess it started somewhere around the beginning of Lent.
What if we
and
put
ended
this back
Easter.
on? Would they give us like another?
I don't know.
You don't want to be shut down? Is that what you say? Like it doesn't make sense. You wish you lived next door? Look, we were playing these insane.
Maybe it was the Berenstein Birds. Maybe it was some. Let's see if something really stupidly old.
Buttons and Rusty.
Buttons and Rusty.
80s Easter commercials. Do you want to see that? Vintage commercials? Maybe we'll see the do the commercials. It's only 3 minutes. Let's just
Oh
try.
wait, how about Cadbury commercials?
Yeah.
Who was it that loves to see the Cadbury?
Dolores. Wasn't it Dolores? Oh,
Cat's
Cat's
Maw.
Maw. That's right. No, they warned us that they would shut it down because of the music, but we didn't have any
We
music.
had no music on.
It didn't
There
make
is
any
no
sense.
Sound. There is no sound. They can't be hearing anything. They're full of baloney.
And we colored the Easter eggs, and that took 12 minutes. It was so easy. Shake an egg. What the heck? Okay, now that's just not right. Shake an egg? What is going on?
What the hell is that?
What? Did you ever see that before?
There's something wrong here.
Shake an egg.
Oh man, am I happy? I'm shaking an egg.
Okay,
And
Sonia,
that's what
thanks for stopping
happens?
by. I appreciate it.
Sonia, thanks so much.
Yeah, we were watching it with no sound for some reason.
Oh, we were.
Toys R Us, yeah. Take care, Sonia. Thank you. Oh my God!
It had no
Did it turn
sounds.
into a big ball? What just happened?
I think it might be another commercial.
Oh.
This is probably, I don't know, inflate an egg? Shake an egg.
Oh,
Here's a Cadbury.
there it is.
Here we go.
Here
I
it
think
is.
These are going to be Cadbury eggs.
Cat's Maw.
The mini eggs.
No, these are the. Oh, I thought that was.
Are those
Look
the mini
how
eggs?
cute they
Those
are.
are mini eggs. Oh, I want to pet the TV.
You remember that commercial? Oh, those are good.
I'm going to pet the TV.
The Cadbury mini eggs are so good. Is that another notification?
No, it just...
Heads up. Here it is. You have to turn it off. It's like 2 minutes, and they're already telling us to turn it
give
off.
me a break. The hell witches.
Oh, well.
Very mean of them. They don't allow me to have any Easter fun.
Yeah, we got a copyright strike just for that stupid Bugs Bunny, like the Bugs Bunny thing that I love.
The copyright claim for that Bugs Bunny was 25 seconds long. It does say that we can,
What?
what is it, dispute it.
But it was just a notification. Why could wait? They give you a
Bugs
a
needs
thing
the
and
money.
then why? I don't
It
understand.
says you could dispute it. Like maybe you don't deserve it.
Okay.
I don't think we deserve it. I don't think we deserve anything. This is not technically a
Yeah, Joe,
copyright
the
claim.
mini eggs are delicious. Cadbury's delicious.
This is not technically a copyright claim. This is just them
It's still
telling
on the
you
screen.
they're not sure yet.
Oh, well then keep playing it. Who
We've
cares?
detected copyrighted audio and the video in
Maybe
your
temporarily
stream.
blocked.
Your stream may be temporarily
Oh,
blocked.
do they mean after, not during?
No, right now. But they detected it, but then I turned it off. So then they stopped worrying about it.
Google is a very poor company. They need the extra cash.
That's
so
right.
what are you
They
guys
haven't got
doing for
any
Easter?
dough.
Does anybody else have plans? Like maybe make some pizza rustica? I mean, you guys really, if you like something like this, if you like anything that's like
Really, try and make it.
Try it. And like I would definitely make that with spinach, just vegetables. I've done before, zucchini, spinach, mushrooms with a little bit of cheese. If you don't even want the cheese, then well, you can't do it without the cheese. You could do it with egg, but then that would be a quiche.
Oh, is that a thing? Oh, that could be. That could be.
Oh yeah.
I didn't think of it that way. It is the
Thanks,
same
Julie.
Wi-Fi.
Yeah, well, you know,
What
we're
treat and say?
learning.
Don't block. You guys are
Wait,
too much
look at
fun.
this,
That's
man.
right.
You can see that? Oh, look at that. You could see it better. Oh yeah, look. So I could just show the inside part.
Oh, that's amazing.
There we go. There's the inside.
Are you kidding? Are you kidding me?
There
It's
we go.
beautiful. It's gorgeous. Another violation? You guys are like Bonnie and Clyde. No, we didn't get another violation. It's the same violation.
Yeah,
baby.
that's why we turned
We're
it
not.
off.
That's
We
why
had
I
the
turned it off.
cartoon.
I realized this is only going to go from bad to worse. I already had a cartoon problem. Now we're going to have a what do you call problem?
Tomorrow's Palm Sunday. Anthony's
Yes.
mother used to get offended because he didn't say Happy Palm Sunday.
Yeah, she used to always like
for
call it,
years.
how
And
come
then-
you didn't wish me Happy Palm
And then
Sunday?
one year he said, I said, Anthony, just call her and say Happy
Call her
Palm
and say
Sunday.
Happy Palm Sunday.
So he called her and said, Happy Palm Sunday, Mom. And what did she say?
She said, What? What are you talking about? I said Palm Sunday. Her reaction was something like this. Oh, yeah. Happy Palm Sunday.
When I was a kid, every Friday we had potato nick, basically pizza rustica, but with just mashed potatoes and onions. Oh, that sounds delicious.
That does sound good.
Oh, wow.
That sounds
Did
so.
it have,
that's
like-
that's like
did
a
it have the-
comfort food.
But did it have the pastry like this, or was it like in a pie tin? Because my Aunt Angela always made this, and when she wanted to do a faster version without doing all this, you can also do that too. You can buy a pie crust with like a frozen that's already got the crust in it, and then just thaw it, and then just make the filling, whatever filling you want. Like it, pretty much it could be like as if you know calzones. Calzones are a
Then I love this
ham.
hat on you. Now all of a sudden you became Gilligan. What's going on here?
Gilligan, buddy. And yeah, you
The
can
nitty
use,
little buddy.
you can use just like a pie crust and do a filling with just ricotta, like an egg or two, and some spinach. It's delicious.
Or like Danette
You don't
said.
have to have a top either. if
Or
you
like
don't want.
Danette said, you could get yourself some pizza dough. Homemade, like a store-bought pizza dough. Get it in the supermarket.
We have
Frozen.
Passover Friday night at my house, then Easter brunch going out. Oh, that sounds like fun. We've done that too, actually.
That does sound like fun. Hey, speaking
It
of
was
Passover.
easy, classy. It really was.
Speaking of Passover.
Yes, you can make it rectangular. That's true. We've done that too. What?
I'm
Speaking
gonna
of
like make a.
Passover?
Speaking of Passover, is there anyone else who's not Jewish that for some reason associates the movie The Ten Commandments with Easter?
Not this.
The way my
Here
wife
we go.
does.
Here we. Are you drunk? Are you drunk?
She associates it with Easter.
How many glasses
As a matter
did
of
you
fact, and only if you watch it on ABC. Yeah, anybody else watch ABC every year run the play like the Ten Commandments in its commercial-filled 6-hour version?
Commandments.
Tell me,
I don't
anyone?
understand your question.
tonight at 7 p.m.
It is on tonight at
ABC
7 p.m.
will be running
ABC.
On ABC, we'll
The
be playing the Ten Commandments like they've been doing seemingly since my birth.
I love Easter programs. I just love them. As a matter of fact, one of my all-time
That's right,
favorites.
Classy. It's on tonight.
One of my
ABC,
all-time,
of course. Yes.
One of my all-time favorites, and is a tradition
Always.
for Easter. Usually on Easter Saturday, the Saturday before Easter, or Easter morning, we watch Godspell.
Godspell, yes.
Which is a musical. And it's set in New York City.
Prepare ye the way of the Lord.
He loves Edward G. Robinson in the movie, yes. He was good.
Oh my God, yes.
Come on.
Edward G. Robinson.
And
Damon,
when you were a kid, when you were a kid, wasn't the best part just the parting of the sea?
The parting of the sea. And it was like the parting of the sea, but of course...
Fish chips and mushy peas. Oh, wonderful, Joe. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Fish.
Treaton's going to be watching, and then Sanders is going to go downstairs to watch boxing on Showtime. He's going to have to take a break from Charlton Heston for a little while, right? Right, Treaton? He's going to need a little Heston break. Go take these tablets from my cold dead hand.
Yes, so Joe, at my house we ate fish as well, or when my mother didn't want to make fish, we would just have ravioli, macaroni, in Italian household. What'd you have on Good Friday? Probably pasta.
I think my mother generally made like a pasta.
A lot of people just eat pizza. Pizza is huge on Good Friday because people don't want to cook because they have to cook on Sunday, you know?
Randy says he can repeat every line from the Ten Commandments. You never watched
Godspell, Ange? I guess a lot of people haven't. It's a musical.
We saw it like 3 times in person.
You mean
the stage
Broadway.
version.
But the one I'm talking about, you can rent it or you don't have to pay for it. Is set in New York City, and what's his name? Garber. What's his name?
Victor Garber.
Victor Garber played Jesus Christ, and it was filmed in New York City.
I mean, it's been on TV since Moses was born. Yes, actually, Moses owns the copyright to
oh my God,
Moses sold the copyright rather to ABC.
Heston would stand above with the wind blowing.
With the wind blowing in his hair. Yeah, and Randy, yes, quoting every line. I remember someone once said the thing about the script for the Ten Commandments, and I never realized this until someone pointed it out.
You can repeat every line. I'm sorry.
Somebody pointed this out.
That's amazing.
Every line.
Yes, Ben-Hur. I was gonna mention it, but you beat me to it.
Who mentioned Ben-Hur?
George. Ben-Hur is another one.
Ben-Hur is another one you can't do it up. But Ben-Hur is a really great movie. People sleep on Ben-Hur. It is a good movie.
Yeah,
but the thing about the Ten Commandments, I remember somebody said this once. I think it was like a comedian or someone like that made this point, and it had never occurred to me. And then I watched it with that ear, and he said, you notice the script writers who wrote the screenplay for the Ten Commandments, every phrase, every line is a metaphor. Everything is like something else. No one said, thy hair is like new mown grass. That horse is like a plow driven through the snow.
Munchkin is
adorable.
Hudson is adorable.
This TV is like unto a television
Peeps,
set.
Do you like it or hate it?
Do you like them or hate them? Bum, 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 bum. I remember one
John
day,
Legend did do Godspell. That was a live
version on TV.
And what was her name was in it? What's her name? She was so good at it too.
I don't know.
I don't remember her name. Go ahead.
With what was I saying? One day I was watching Did anyone watch Kung Fu movies on Saturday afternoon when they were kids? Back in the day, they would be on Channel 5 here in the New York area. I don't know if there was that way everywhere in America, but it seems like most people remember. There would be Kung Fu movies on Saturday. And I remember there was this one Kung Fu movie where there was like a fight, and the soundtrack, I was saying, this soundtrack sounds really weirdly familiar. And suddenly it struck me like a bolt of lightning to the forehead. That's the music from the Ten Commandments. Bum, 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 bum.
Are you serious?
Bum,
Was that
bum,
one episode?
Bum, bum, bum. One particular movie. I don't know. It wasn't The Boy with the Golden Arm. It was some other movie. It was like Oh, that was the movie.
Sarah Bareilles. That's who it was.
It was
She
a
was
movie
awesome,
called
wasn't
Superpower.
she? Sarah Bareilles has such a beautiful voice. And I was like, oh my God, she was singing Godspell. It was amazing.
That's right. That's
who it was. I couldn't remember her name.
Godspell.
Okay, go ahead.
Prepare ye. Yes, in the Ten Commandments. Charlton Heston, that's right, Angie. Charlton Heston with that wind blowing in the hair.
And then he went to Planet of the Apes.
Goes down. He was in a lot of things. What is it? Behold his mighty.
But then he did it in real life. My dead cold hands or whatever.
From my cold dead hand, you will take these tablets.
Yeah, right.
And then he breaks them, and God has to make them all over again. That seems like a waste of time.
George remembers running home from school to watch Creature Feature. Oh, I remember
the
that
Creature
too.
Features. Yes, Creature Features was on in the was on in the afternoon.
Is that the Wizard of Oz?
That's the Wizard of Oz. That's the
Classy,
Wizard of Oz.
you drinking too?
Classy's having some of that wine.
Classy's having some class with drink in it. Go ahead.
Glass. Yeah, the Creature Features, and the other one that was on at night. You remember,
nope,
George?
She's not.
Do you remember at night? They had the other one, and this one was on like a particular channel, on another channel. Not Creature Features. They had Thriller Theater, Chiller Theater, and that was the one with the hand came up out of the
Vincent
swamp.
Price was that. Right.
And it would grab the letters of the word chiller. Chiller Theater. And then the hand would go back into the swamp. Does anybody remember Chiller Theater? Because it was chilling. And it was a theater. Who remembers Chiller Theater? I know someone's going to remember. What would... No. I got stumped. So I'm glad to know.
Everybody was kung fu fighting.
I love the old Hammer Studios thriller flicks. I remember the Hammer. Vincent Price scares me to this day.
The Hammer
Studios
says
Hammer Studios. Hammer Studios movies like the what is it? The horror of Dracula. Like the Curse of Frankenstein.
Oh, I don't like any of that stuff. I don't like scary stuff. I don't like scary movies.
That always doesn't
like
the
that
scary stuff.
I used to watch it when I was a teenager, but now
Peter
I don't
Cushing.
like it.
That's right, George. Peter Cushing was.
Sir Graves ghastly scared the crap out of me. Lila said.
Peter Cushing. That's right. No, Danette doesn't like her horror stories, and this is what I generally do. Sometimes I will kind of trick her into watching a horror movie or something.
And then I'm like, don't trick me. I know you did it.
She knows I did. Eventually you figure it out. And I go, it's like scary. She knows that, usually I'm even when I watch a horror movie, it's always some sort of more intellectual type horror movie,
Yeah, it's horror.
Not a slasher
it's
movie.
Horror in one way.
Yeah, it's always something more hoity-toity type horror. So she can put up with that. She can't put up with a slasher. The
13 Ghosts scared the living heck out of me, Randy said.
13 Ghosts. I remember that movie. I remember that movie as well. Very much so.
I love Japanese movies, but do you remember that, Ann? Ju-on?
I remember
He loves that too.
Ju-on was made. Yeah, it was made into an American version
Japanese.
too.
Doesn't he like that stuff anyway, though? Doesn't he?
It was made into an American version. The Grudge. That's Ju-on. The
Bela
American
Lugosi.
version is
Anthony
The Grudge.
loves Bela Lugosi. Yep, George grew up with, and us too. We grew up with Bruce Lee and Godzilla.
Bruce Lee, Godzilla.
Anthony loves Godzilla. Oh
I used to watch, there used to be the channel, yes, it was made into The Grudge. There used to be a channel, do you remember, George? There was a channel, it was called the El Rey Network.
Yes, Rodan,
on cable.
That's right.
On the El Rey Network.
Only a couple
on
of years
cable,
ago.
They went off the air, they're not around anymore, that channel. But El Rey used to, on Christmas time, they used to have the Kaiju Christmas. They were like
Yes.
24 hours
Christmas
of
Eve,
Godzilla.
that's what we're watching is Godzilla.
We used to watch it. I have photos of the TV with Godzilla on it on Christmas. There's a Christmas tree in the background on television. Godzilla's destroying Tokyo. It's like, oh my God, the radioactive breath.
Good, keep talking.
So that's what we used to do at Christmas time. At Christmas time, Danette would say, "What should we do? Should we do the marathon of A Christmas Story, or should we watch only Godzilla movies?"
I didn't have to ask you. I knew what you wanted to watch.
I wanted the Godzilla movies. I really wanted the Godzilla movies.
How can I deprive you on Christmas Eve?
I did want the Godzilla movies. I have a bunch of on DVD. I actually still own some DVDs. Unbelievably.
More than just a sum.
There's quite a few DVDs, mostly box sets, but I do have a few Shaw Brothers martial arts flicks that were like remastered to DVD. You know, some classics. You know, like The Boy with the Golden Arm. I had some Shaw Brothers classics, Kung Fu classics, 5 Element Ninjas. Shaolin versus Wu-Tang. Not that Wu-Tang Clan, the actual Wu-Tang Clan.
Wait, give me a minute. I want to see if I can find it. I'm just looking for Christmas Eve. Hold on.
Danette's searching her phone for Christmas Eve.
I have literally 20,000, I think 20,000 pictures in here right now.
I don't know idea how many photographs Danette takes.
You don't.
You have no idea to the point. Actually, I've told this to Ange. We actually even told James and Carla about this. That there's literally thousands. I know. Ange knows. Ange knows. No, but you know what I'm going to talk about is what I told James and Carla. There's literally thousands of photos of me eating soup.
Oh, I didn't know you were going to say that. Now
That's
the one for the year. I don't
know. There's thousands of photos of me eating soup. You have no idea how many times Danette took pictures of me eating matzo ball soup. It's highly unusual.
I'm looking at them right now as I'm scrolling through the thing.
She's looking through it now. She just see liquid and 2 balls. Liquid and 2 balls. Liquid and 2 balls. That sounds dirty, but it's not. Liquid and 2 balls. She just keeps scrolling through it, and there's Anthony above the bowl. Sometimes I'm doing this.
All right.
Sometimes I have the spoon in my mouth.
I don't know what year it was.
Sometimes the spoon's still in the bowl. Sometimes the spoon's up here. And I'm like, usually I look up, I see her with the camera pointed at me, and I go, "You didn't take another picture of me, did you?"
I always take pictures of you. Constantly.
Come on, it was
Christmas.
I take
pictures even when I'm going back to 2015 right now. I don't know.
No,
what year
too far away. Too far away. It's on your phone.
Always wrong, and I'm right. Here it is.
All right,
2015. Hold on. Wait, I get to the one that you want to show them. Hold on. Well, here's one. This is a good one. Maybe it was 2 years in a row. Could have been 2 years in a row, but
I think it was.
Show this one. Yeah, show that one.
Wait. Here it is. Now that's what Christmas is all about. Godzilla.
That was, that's exactly right.
What do we say?
All right,
that's what Christmas is about. That is the true meaning of Christmas.
What? Kaiju Christmas?
A Kaiju Christmas.
Okay, here we go. Where did we miss now? We got to go back. All right, we didn't miss too much. There's only 15 people in here. We're losing people, Aunt. We're losing.
I got to talk about something else.
Lon Chaney was damn scary looking. Yeah, he was. The first scary movie I saw was The Werewolf vs. Dracula with Lon Chaney and Boris Karloff, Randy says. And... Balls and hot dogs. What? Oh, from what you said? Yeah.
Balls
Joey
and hot dogs
is a horror movie in itself. Things were much simpler back than when we were kids. Yeah, well, yeah.
Those were the easygoing years, right, George?
Godzilla versus the smog monster.
The Smog Monster. Actually,
favorite.
that's an interesting movie. The story behind that movie, Godzilla versus the Smog Monster, is fascinating. The director who made that movie, that was when the Toho Studios was going in another direction. And was essentially this guy who was really kind of an experimental filmmaker to make a Godzilla movie, and basically he auteured the shit out of it and turned it into like this movie that's about mankind destroying the environment, the smog, and there's all these scenes of psychedelia and like LSD fueled hallucinations and things in the movie. And in the midst of all that is Godzilla versus the Smog Monster, and the Smog Monster is a really great design. Really great design for that monster. Is that Sarge? Sarge Tech, hey, welcome.
All right, you got to show him again.
You got that pie up to the face,
Yeah,
virtual bite? We got to get the pie in there. Everybody that comes in late gets a bite. Do you know how delicious this was, Sarge?
I want some more now. I'm going to have another little
That
piece.
is so delicious, Sarge. You have no freaking clue.
All right, I'm going to cut a piece.
If you got the urge to cook something, watch that video again, follow Danette's instructions, and eat the shit out of that, because that is good.
Or make it with spinach, if you don't want
Make it with spinach if you don't want the meat, but this is good.
Look at that, it's very rustic.
This is good. There's nothing like this crap. How's it taste? Still good?
Delicious.
Did it change?
What do you mean change? It's delicious.
How about that crust, too? That crust is crunchy and buttery.
And you would love this. Well, you had the one from Arthur Avenue. You like that, right? It'll taste better when you make it the way you want it, though.
That one was good, Ange, but this one's better. Right, Danette?
Who's that? Booney Len Gmail. Welcome. Welcome to our home. Pickle sandwiches.
Who wants a pickle sandwich?
George.
Godzilla versus the Smog.
Randy says he remembers the Smog Monster movie. I cried at the ending. How's that for comparison,
yes.
Classy?
And
Classy
it even had
cried at Rodin.
It even had a classy. Your Godzilla versus the Smog Monster even had a wacky song that was so out there. Remember the theme song? Save the Earth, save the Earth. That was the song, the theme song. Save the Earth.
Booney Lynn Gmail, I am very happy that you're here too. We are both very happy. Glad to be here.
We are.
Anthony had about maybe two glasses of wine. Seems to be a little tipsy. It doesn't take much.
I'm very delicate. I'm very dainty. I've always been that way.
Blu-ray. We have a Blu-ray player, and it's really clear.
We do have a Blu-ray player. It's like people say, why does anybody even have a disc player anymore? Oh, no, we have one.
Why not?
The Blu-ray disc version. But like I said, that's a very peculiar movie. It was a big flop. And that's why...
What were you drinking, Ange?
The guy who made the movie never got a chance to do a sequel.
I didn't know what you guys were drinking. I like the bottle and the glasses were nice colored. What was the sequel? What did you just say?
The director of that film never got a chance to do another Godzilla movie because it made so little money.
Really?
But it was actually pretty interesting. They went back to more kid-friendly...
Sarge, you missed so much, but...
films.
We had cartoons on, and twice they said that we may be flagged and turned down because we couldn't play it because of the sound. Meanwhile, we had no sound on. It's just like we are right now.
Too much Berenstein Bears. That's what did it. I think it was the Berenstein Bears that got
Here's
me.
our Easter basket with chocolate. We have a one-bunnied sugar
One-eared
house.
bunny.
The ear came off. And I made Easter eggs. I'm coming back. Oh, I'm not fine. Oh, now that fell again.
Look at me. Well, just hug them, Danette.
We could just put him here because we're not watching anything now.
That's right. Why can't he
Right.
just sit in a better seat?
And then look at this. Anthony bought this for me a long time ago. You can either have long ears, or you can push this down, and it can sit.
And you have long feet.
Yeah.
That's another good toy. Anthony, best gift giver in the world, according to
Oh, and
some
then we
people.
went over my little refrigerator. That's the other thing. All right, what is everybody saying? Maybe we should end it, buddy.
We did make the bunny. We
We've
did
been
make
on
the
a while,
bunny.
haven't we? Oh my God, 2 hours and 12 minutes. It didn't feel like that. When you're having fun like this, it doesn't feel like it's
No,
2
I know.
hours. I actually felt like we rushed a couple of things.
Oh,
And it
did you want to
turns
talk about some of our future plans for live streams, Dad?
Yeah, I guess so. We were thinking of maybe doing a live stream once a month because so many people have asked us to do live streams. And you were thinking the first, right?
We're going to try to stick to a schedule. So by that, we're going to try to stick to a schedule. Is that okay, babe?
Yeah.
You okay?
Uh-huh.
I'm going to try to stick to a schedule of, say, like one, at least, it might be more times per month in a month, but at least one time a month, regardless of whatever else we're doing.
Yeah, we made the
filming-wise.
little, that came from Target.
We did, and we put
But
this
the ear
together.
fell off.
But the ear broke off. A damn ear. These things are harder to do than they tell you. We're going to try to stick to a minimum, rather a
okay,
minimum
Sarge.
of once a month.
No, that's fine. The little fridge, you have to see the details of it.
You want
It
to show
has
the
all
fridge?
little things in it.
It has so many things in it.
Look
It's like an
ahead,
entire
yeah.
desk set.
Yeah, what were you
Let's
saying?
stick to try to stick to a minimum of one time a month. But generally we decided we think it'll be the first of the month every month. And that'll give us a chance to talk about like what went on in the previous month, catch up with you guys. If we did something else, talk about those things, talk about anything that went on.
Like,
Talk about the videos we did the previous month with with you guys, and it'll give us a chance to do that. It doesn't mean that we won't be live more than once in a month, but that would be we stick to a schedule where at the very least there's going to be that one shot of being live.
Trina said she literally just ordered Pzza Rustica from Ferrara's on Goldbelly. Wow. I never had
Good
theirs,
job.
but I would like to try it. Now, if you
Why
go
not?
to Arthur Avenue, we went on Christmas Eve to Arthur Avenue, and all the bakeries, I was surprised because not all of them, I guess they changed it now. Want some soda? They now make it for the holidays. It's Italian thing. But Easter is the time that this is usually made, usually on Easter time. And they had it on Christmas Eve, and we bought it, and we had it on Christmas. And the bakeries make it. But if you wanted this and you didn't want to make it, and you live in the New York area, you can go to the Bronx, Arthur Avenue. Pretty much most of the bakeries make it. Call ahead and ask if they have it. A lot of delis make it. They make them in squares. Some of them are not good. That's why I say make it yourself.
Some
it's
of them
really
are better than
easy.
others.
And like I said, you don't have to do the dough if you don't want. You could just buy two pizza doughs, like in a grocery store or a specialty store, and just add a little flour because it sticks to the counter, and you could just make it yourself.
It's definitely
so
doable.
Easy.
You
don't have to put all that meat in it. If you don't like certain thing, if you like other things, some people make sausage. The Nigella Lawson recipe that has sausage in it. You can
use cooked
sausage, crumble it. You can use veggie sausage. You can do whatever you want. It's rustic. You can do anything you want.
Yeah, you
Anything.
could even make it like semi-vegetarian by
Yeah,
only using,
You can use vegetables.
ovo-lacto vegetarian by using the cheese and eggs and sticking with veggie meats. You could like do something like that, obviously.
Macaroni, yes.
Macaroni, yes.
Yes, and I know that you sent us that recipe, Classy, with the pastina, which I want to make that too.
We do want to do that too.
And that's, I think, maybe more of a 2-day thing. I'm not sure.
It looks like a 2-day job. This is kind
But that's next. I want to try that.
This thing to make is not hard, but it's time consuming. But it's fun if you got like time on your hands this time of the year. It's not a thing.
Sarge,
obviously,
if you
don't
make
eat
this
it all
the
the
way
time.
I made it, if you make it, please let us know. We have an email. Let us know if you liked it or what happened. Like I said, I've never put the mortadella and the salami, mortadella and ham at the same time. And so all the meats are 4 ounces. So what I did is I decided to make 2 ounces of mortadella and 2 ounces of salami. Because I thought there's hard salami already in it. There's prosciutto in it. The ham is in it. I was thinking less salami, remember? And I told the guy to make it so thin so that it's not like chunks. You know what I mean? But you can leave something out. If you don't like mortadella, don't put it in it. If you don't like, it's
so
amazing,
good. It's like
isn't
ridiculous.
My
It's
aunt
still
would be proud.
ridiculous,
It
even
tastes
when you
just
have
like it.
even when you have another
Yeah, right?
another piece, even later on. And this is a thing,
what
by
did
the way.
Dolores say? Something about Zoom. Very nice little Easter party. If you go on Zoom, you could all see and talk with each other. That's a great idea, Dolores. That's a great idea. Can you imagine?
That's a nice idea. That's
Connect
not a
that
bad
way.
idea.
I like that idea. I'll have to think about that one.
I have
What
to
were you
look
saying?
into that. Oh,
Yeah,
this is
I
even
love
good. And by
everything
the way,
that's
there's so many different ways to eat this. Like we're eating it at like room temperature.
It's still a little cold.
It's still a little cold. You could eat it out of the fridge. You could eat it room
You can warm
temperature.
it up.
You could take this and warm it up in the microwave a few seconds. It'll heat up in a hurry, and it's probably still delicious. Amazing. That's one of the things Italians love about this is that this is the kind of thing where you could just like you put it on the table, on the buffet table, and just like leave it there, and like your sister comes by and slices up a piece and takes it and eats it or whatever. I don't know. Maybe you're not your sister, maybe your brother. Go scratch.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. I'm just blue skying. Grab a
right,
slice.
so-
Yes, you could grab a slice and eat it running out of the door, right, Danette?
Actually, that's what I was saying before, is that you can cut it this way. Like, if you cut it this way, like you said, buffet, a lot of the Italians cut it like this. Then they take that one slice out and they make it this way. And you just eat it like this with your hands. You don't need a fork and knife at a buffet. You hold the plate up and you just bite into it.
Absolutely.
Or you can do it in triangles and warm it up and use a fork. Like if you warm it up, it gets a little soft. It gets a little cheesy and soft. And it's good both ways. Joe loved it when he had it on Christmas. I remember the one from
my God,
from the bakery. He loved it.
Oh, he would go nuts
I
over
told him
this.
to try it cold, and then I heated it up. And I said to him, I said, "Which one did you like better?" He says, "Oh, I like them both. I like them both. More." Joe loved it.
It's good both ways.
Okay, so yeah, you could leave out the eggs. Put a little water just to mind it. If you just can't stand eggs is one of the things to put. But if you don't use the eggs, then you have to use the ricotta. Otherwise, there would be no filling to bind it.
Yeah, you gotta have like something to hold it all together.
I mean, like I said, Anthony said before, we've seen recipes where people don't use ricotta; they just use eggs. It's just like a whole bunch of eggs.
Yeah, it's entirely eggs, just
which
like
I don't like. I like the ricotta one.
Almost looks like a quiche. It's
Yeah, but-
very thick, and they use
and
with
it's
the
yellow.
eggs like heavy cream with the eggs or
Yeah.
something like that.
But it's a different consistency. It tastes
It's
like
yellow.
a quiche, yeah,
It would be this entire inside is yellow
because of the yolks.
because of the egg yolks.
All right, so let's wrap this up. What did you say?
Anyway, I was
You
saying
said
like we're
once
gonna be
a month,
doing like a
we're gonna
once a month,
try.
on the first of the month, and maybe just to have dinner with Anthony and Danette. We might be at home, we might be out somewhere, like doing a live stream just to check in on what we did in the previous month.
Oh, I
We
love
can talk
ricotta.
about the
My
videos
Jimmy
that we did the
Sushi.
previous month. and stuff like that, like all the stuff that we might have done the
So what are we
previous
doing?
few
Like
days.
May 1st, June 1st?
Like May 1st, June 1st.
Just go the 1st, whatever day that is.
So on the 1st, whatever day of the week it falls on, we do that. Now, like I said, there may be other ones, but that's the minimum. That'll be the minimum. There might be other ones. There may be more. We might have something coming up
soon.
Like soon, very soon. There may be another one coming up, but like that's, like I said, there may be other ones, but like.
But we're gonna shoot for the 1st.
Shoot for the first every month. As a definitely doing it then.
Yeah,
so
this
you
way
guys
you know
can mark that down.
May 1st.
That they will, unless there's
1st,
some
July
sort of
1st.
like emergency of some sort, like crazy, like something crazy comes up, we'll always be around on the 1st to go live on the 1st of the month. And like I said, there may be more than that.
We might
there
just
may
go
be
to a
other
restaurant because I think that like at home we've done it now for holidays. We did Christmas.
Yeah.
We did now Easter. So
we
maybe
might
we'll
do
go
it
to
in
a
a diner
restaurant
or a restaurant,
Mm-hmm.
sit down
Say
and have
hello.
something
Not
to
this
eat.
long.
Or
It's
like
long.
even if we're in the house, maybe you'll get to see us eat
Yes,
some grilled
definitely
chicken
a heads
and
up.
vegetables for
Yeah,
a change.
that's easy to remember, Dolores. Exactly. That's why we picked it
Exactly.
first. Yeah, with a heads up. That's why.
That's why
Danette
That's why Danette picked the 1st, because Danette wants to make it easy and simple to remember. Because her husband wanted to have it like more complicated, like the 3rd Wednesday of a full moon.
I can't even
of a
remember
month.
those things.
Like when there's like only when there's a blue moon, only when there's like a harvest. Something like that. On days when movies come out in the middle of the week, something simple like that.
So, yeah, it's hard to give a notice when we're on YouTube, but we can't go in the community page yet. We don't have enough subscribers, so we'll just keep doing what we're doing. Like you're gonna do the thing like you did with last night, like a countdown or whatever.
Yeah,
and maybe
I'm gonna
a
try
short
and like
video.
Maybe do those little shorts, a little short
like
announcing
a reminder,
something's coming up. And then I'm always going to put that, from now on, I'm always going to do a schedule and put it ahead of time.
Sarge, what was the name of that video we played? What was the name with the eggs?
Oh,
that
at
they
the
shut
beginning?
Down. Yeah.
Oh, that wasn't the one that did it. I think it was the other one. I think it was the bear. I don't know which one it was.
Well, what did you play? Because he's asking what you
played.
The
first one was the first Easter bunny.
Just make a generic short and post it before, like we did this time. Okay, we'll do that.
That was the first Easter bunny, which is a Rankin and Bass cartoon, which basically purports to tell the story of how the Easter bunny became the Easter bunny. But for some reason, even though it's about Easter,
Classy, I will.
For some reason, even though it's about Easter, Santa Claus appears a lot in it because, like, Rankin and Bass.
Okay, so Joe says, love you making a recipe and then sitting down and trying it. Thank you. And Booney Lynn Gmail said me too. Okay, so you like the idea of a recipe and then us tasting it? Okay, so here's the thing though. Gotcha, Classy. You're welcome. The thing is that though, if it's a long recipe, I'm asking for advice. There's no way that we can know anything without asking you guys. You're watching us. All right. So would you prefer that I make a recipe? I can pick something that's much less work, I guess, and then show it that like after I make it, like maybe start it halfway and continue to cook and then have it now? Or would you prefer it to be something like last night I put up the recipe and have it the next day?
That's a good question, Danette. You're doing your homework.
Well, they're the ones who are watching us, and I want to know.
I leave everything up to Danette.
Oh my God! Thanks to all you guys for making my day. First, Joanne and Coffee Joe, and now Danette and Anthony. You guys are really the best, most fun, beautiful people. Well, thank you, Treatin'.
Thanks so much, Treatin'.
That's very nice of you.
You
like the authentic
recipes.
That. Don't go the short route. Okay, thank you, Ange. But what if it was something like I started, but then they're not going to see the beginning? Or like you start a recipe and then that's the problem. Like this took like a while because you have to It takes an hour and 15 minutes to cook. You have to wait for the dough for an hour. It's not hard. It's just that you have steps of waiting. So, with anything to do with dough. So, yes, make it the day before. Okay. So maybe not make it this long. Like this is Easter, so we're like BS.
We're doing a whole thing.
But I mean, like I know what you mean. Like do the recipe. Say it's going to be on tomorrow, like we did yesterday, and then eat the food. Prep is the problem sometimes. Exactly, it is. And it takes up too much time. Show us in steps. Okay. Either is fine. Fun is also the making it. That's a good idea. Day before. True. Okay. I guess it depends what it is. Like I've been talking about this since the beginning. I would love to make, now my mom, still my father's side of this family. I just realized. Okay, it's lasagna with little tiny meatballs. Now that takes time, not because of assembling this lasagna, but you got to make the meatballs ahead. So maybe what I could do is like, we'll make the meatballs ahead, film that, and assemble it
during a live stream.
Right, and then it takes like 40 minutes to cook. So then by the time it comes out, we can taste it. How's that sound?
That's true, because the meatball recipe, I have my famous meatball recipe that I make. That Danette always likes to
make. Or just make peanut butter sandwiches.
Or make peanut butter sandwiches. I'm proud.
Meatballs could be a short. That's a great idea. Okay, thank you. I'm listening to every one of you.
What I want to do is I want to make the meatballs that I love to make. I love making my meatballs, and I want you to take some of it and just make little tiny ones for the lasagna, and then I can have some extra meatballs on the side. Mm-hmm. How's that sound to you?
Okay. Good. Can you try making some things without meat? Yes, absolutely. Anthony, as big as we are, Anthony and I also love to have vegetarian meals during the week. So yes, we can definitely do things that have no meat in it.
Who asked about the no meat thing?
Dolores.
Oh, certainly we can.
Family recipes
make a lot
are the
of
best.
things
Joe, that's why I mentioned the lasagna, and I haven't made the lasagna in years now. It's been maybe 2 years. And I only usually make it during the holidays. If there's only 2 of us, what am I going to do with the whole lasagna? Usually I give it to the neighbor or
As a matter of fact, what I can make too is one weekend, one day coming up in the future, I can make 2 for our friend Randy. I make my famous vegetarian chili.
Oh yeah, vegetarian chili. Oh my God.
I make my famous meatless
chili. You don't really need. I hate to say you don't need meat, but you don't.
Give me a break.
You don't need
There's a lot of meat in chili. No, but most chili. It was
me who told you to make the vegetarian chili. I made it first because, in my opinion, the stuff that goes in the chili is the seasoning is so robust and so strong that. You know what I mean? It's all about the seasoning in chili, that you don't need the meat, really.
I'll tell you what, I'll make a vegetarian version of my famous full-on Southwestern chili. The one that I make with all the spices and all the freaking pepper in it.
Meatless meatloaf. Now that I've never tried.
Eggplant
parm. I have the best recipe for eggplant parm, and that is my mother's side. That was the best thing she made, was antipasto and eggplant parm. No one in the family can make it as good as her. And I could do that too. That's also a lot of time consuming. I just made turkey chili the other night, so good. Yeah, turkey chili is delicious too. You can also make chicken chili. You shred the chicken and you make it with white beans or no beans. It's all about the seasoning.
I make a chicken chili sometimes.
All right. I'm making chorizo, eggs, and potatoes tomorrow for breakfast. Oh, that sounds delicious.
Randy says, did he eat veggie chili?
Too. Eggplant parm is one of my favorite foods. We don't eat this all the time, and I haven't made this in about 5 years, maybe.
Yeah, it's at least 5 years. Might be longer.
Maybe longer.
That might be longer.
It's very rich, but I did buy it at Christmas time because I couldn't help myself.
Couldn't help yourself. It's an Italian thing. Yes, Randy, you heard chili. You heard veggie chili. I'm going to make a veggie version. Someone requested a veggie version of my famous 7-alarm Southwestern chili. I have a version that has everything. It has sausage, beef. It has all sorts of peppers in it. But this time, I'm not using real meat. I'm going to use
Plant-based. That's right. And
I'm going to do the plant-based version.
Good.
It's going to be amazing.
You're right,
it's good, and it's going to like fire up your brains. Your brain will catch fire. Randy's going to get on his motor scooter and drive right over.
Motor scooter?
He's got to have a motor scooter. He looks like a motor scooter guy.
You never saw him before.
I don't know. He just strikes me as a motor scooter guy.
All right.
Do you have a car or a motor scooter? I bet he says motor scooter.
I bet he has a car.
I bet he has a Vespa.
Maybe he has a
Randy's
bus.
a Vespa kind of
guy. Maybe he has a bus.
I picture Randy on a Vespa with his long scarf flying behind him in the wind.
Something wrong with you.
Come on, Randy. Go for it. Vespa. I say it's a Vespa. I'm picturing Vespa. He's got a scarf. Use the scarf.
It's a broom.
It's a broom, yes. These people are like, they're pushing you, Randy. They're pushing you, Randy.
He doesn't know what we're talking about.
Randy's
not in here anymore.
Vespa. You're full-on Vespa-ing it.
You're a crazy person.
It's like I can see him. He's driving down those winding mountain passes in Italy.
Anthony and I loved watching you with Colin and James when you were at Rockefeller Center. If you're still in there, I know you haven't said anything in a few seconds.
He has a Vespa.
He is. He does not. Stop.
He has a Vespa. I win again.
He does not have a Vespa.
He has a Vespa.
Always
and
joking.
Do you have a long scarf?
He's joking.
Do you have a long scarf? I know you do.
He has a Snoopy scarf.
That's the one. To anybody new that came in, I'm missing a tooth over here. Just wanted to throw that out.
Was that eggplant rollatini that you had at our house on Christmas a few years back, was that the first time you ever tasted eggplant rollatini? I just want to know. So here's a little story. We had Ange and Joe over our house a few years back for Christmas, and I asked if they eat eggplant, and they said no.
Ange said it was because Joe doesn't like
Joe doesn't like eggplant. She said, yes, it was the first time. And I said to them, but there's eggplant rollatini. It's so good. And we got it at a place that we used to get
cheese.
And there's cheese. And I said, you know what? The hell with it. We're making so much food. We had so much food. We had the meatballs. We had the pasta. They couldn't have pasta. Then we had antipasto. I had all the meats and cheeses. And I said, I'm going to get the eggplant rollatini. And we got the eggplant rollatini, and Joe loved it, even though Ange said he doesn't like eggplant. But I didn't know that was the first time. I couldn't remember. You knew what it was. Okay.
That stuff was good.
He has a turbo Vespa made by Harley Davidson.
But it's in a
How could you? You don't even know what he looks like. You don't
know a Vespa guy when I see one.
And what's that? Chili eating people?
He looks just like the kid in the Disney movie Luca. What? Pixar. He looks just like the kid. He looks like a sea monster. But a sea monster who drives a Vespa.
You know what, Angelo? That eggplant rollatini, the one that you had that time at Christmas, we got that at a place, a deli. They make it the best. The second best is at the Valentino's restaurant that we've been to before. You know, you've had that too. But the one at Christmas time makes the absolute best. And that's why I had to have it, because I wanted you to taste it. A tricycle made by Little Tykes. You're crazy.
I always wanted to have... When I was a kid, I always wanted a big wheel. Does anybody remember the big wheel?
Who doesn't remember big wheel? It was a big wheel.
It had a big wheel. I had to try the
tricycle. What do you mean you didn't have one?
I don't think I had a big wheel. I had the tricycle, and I had a bicycle. I never had a big wheel.
Big wheel was like on the floor. And it had the big fat ass seat. Do you remember that?
Yes, I like the fat ass seat.
Yes, The Shining. You're right. It was in The Shining.
That's right.
Yeah, Lila, my brother had one too. I never had one, but of course I tried it.
You tried the big wheel?
I did. It was fun.
Notice how lackadaisical
because
she
it's
is
weird.
about
Like it. I'm weird. They asked us what we wanted. My younger brother's a year younger.
He wanted a big wheel.
He wanted a big wheel. My older brother, who's 1 year old, we're all 1 year apart, wanted a bicycle, and I wanted.
What did you want?
Take a guess what I wanted. I told the story before. Guess what I wanted.
Oh yeah. Wait a minute.
You don't even remember?
I don't remember now.
Come on.
Oh yeah, there was a thing that I told them. Danette wanted.
They had a pink one. I didn't know that. I just remember yellow. No, what I wanted was a magazine holder.
Oh, that's right. The magazine holder, because Danette needed something to put her massive collection of National Geographic.
No, not Gina Tay. No.
No, only my mother wanted Gina Tay.
Randy said, I
still
ride a big wheel, a turbocharged one with baseball cards in the spokes and a horn.
That's what I'm talking about.
Not a drill. Goddamn magazine holder. Yeah, I still don't have one.
She don't remember. I bought her a magazine holder once when we were married.
We don't have magazines anymore.
We don't have it.
That's not true.
The only magazines we have are piled on the end table next to our couch.
Picky. I told you before, I'm very, very picky. Now, I didn't like dolls as a kid. I had them, but I didn't like them. I liked arts and crafts. I like to make things. I like to paint.
They asked, did you want a doll?
I was the Crayola kid. I loved Crayola,
yes.
crayons, and art, and like paint, and all those kind of things.
Danette has a ginormous set of crayons that I bought her for Christmas one year. You do?
I still have it. Ooh, 2-sided magazine rack. Those are nice. They come out like this, kind of, sometimes, with the middle where you can carry it.
That's the one we did have for a little while, but it broke. I got her a magazine rack when we were married, and it broke eventually. Danette was always like, oh, this is a crappy magazine rack. This isn't the one I wanted.
I like magazines.
They don't have the one I picture in my head.
I love magazines.
She used to say that they don't have the one that she pictures in her head.
I would go to Barnes & Noble, and you know where you would find me, in the magazine area. I mean, after I looked at the books, then I would go in the magazine. They had hundreds and hundreds of them. And like anything you wanted to see how you can, decorate your house.
This is why they closed Barnes and Noble, all the Barnes and Nobles everywhere, because people like us would go there for like hours on end, and we'd like stand there where they had like the tables and places for you to sit, and we'd stand there and stare at people like vultures until they would get up and then just plop down into the chair like this with our stack.
I'd have stacks of magazines
and like look at them for like 3 or 4 hours. It's like, I gotta look through these magazines. Come on.
It's filled with old Good Housekeeping magazines from the 70s. Ooh, nice. I have some Good Housekeeping too. I actually do have the holiday ones with the good recipes.
Danette also likes those
I want a
newsstand.
That sounds like fun, actually.
Danette wants to be one of those people that own a newsstand, just so she can wear that hat that they all wear.
What hat?
And also be rude to everybody and get away with it.
Not all people are rude.
No. Listen, if you want to read that, you got to pay for it. You got to pay for that. If you're gonna read that, you're gonna pay for it.
Well, you wouldn't do that in front of a magazine person.
And then you just sit there. You have that little window that you can close in the wintertime to stay warm. And then they come up.
You have to have all the fancy rocks that hold the papers down.
All the fancy rocks and the bricks and the big iron bars that hold the newspaper down. How much is your newspapers, Mac?
All right.
You gotta have that knife that
opens the
things.
I got a couple of heavy metal Hit Parader magazines in mint condition from eBay. Really? Chocolate, Ange, chocolate. That's what I would have. All kinds of chocolate. All right. I was going to go see if we had some, but forget it. There were magazines over there. What's that? Is that the Heat? Heat's coming up.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold on a second.
All right. What kind of candy would have in it? Chocolate.
That's good.
All right. So maybe we should end it. I think we're done.
All right. I think we want to
thank all of you for staying here with us all this time.
Everybody that came to hang out.
And leave comments.
Say hello.
Send us emails. Communicate. I know a lot of you have been doing that, and I love that.
Yes.
I love to communicate.
We've got people that send us emails. We love that. We love the emails. We love the comments on all the videos. We love to see the friendly faces that come into the chats when we do live streams. It's not a thing we do all the time, but when we do, we love talking to you guys. We love making you laugh. We love chatting. And like I said, love the communication, sending the emails. I have one person often that uses Instagram. Sends me Instagram messages. So we love to hear from you guys, like Danette said, and we loved getting to get together for our easy early Easter extravaganza, and to try out the Pizza Rustica and have some laughs, and that's always fun.
And of course, check out Classy and Randy with their comments back and forth on our comment section.
Yes, it's like the comment section is really where Classy and Randy have their like little tete-a-tetes, their get-togethers, and that's great because that's funny.
I'm so glad you guys tuned in. I want to wish you all a very happy Easter.
Yes, the happiest.
Happy
of all.
spring. Be safe. Take care. Take care. Anything else, Aunt?
That's it, I guess.
We'll see you soon.
We'll see you soon. We'll see you next time.
I'm glad you had a great time. That's great. And yeah, we'll see you next time.
Take care, one and all.
We'll see you in the restaurants. We'll see you
in the restaurants
when we check another place out.
When we check somewhere else out.
All right. Take care, guys.
Take care.
Take care. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.